The New York Jets apparently are high on rookie quarterback Cade Klubnik. Plus, an insider provides a QB2 update. A Friday edition of Boy Green Daily starts right now.
Oh my gosh, it's morphin' time! To me, talking New York Jets is my superpower. Boy Green Daily starts now. Wow! Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Offense, defense, special teamwork, just football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S, Let's go!
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcasts. We have a lot to get into today. First off, there's no Bob Lederer on the show today because it is the Jewish holiday Shabbat, which is apparently beginning at sundown. Is what it translates to, I believe. So I'm not Jewish, but Bob is trying to help me understand the holidays. So, but Bob can't be on the show today. He's not available on the show. But so we're going to do this show solo. We got plenty to talk about. But first, folks, I see memberships are being gifted. Let's wish a special happy birthday to Hop on Pop, people. Today's his birthday. Look at this. Look at this picture of us. One of the coolest moments of my life, getting to share Notre Dame with my father. There you go. There he is. Happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday, Hop on Pop. May 22nd is Pop's birthday here on the show. So cool. I have all these memories. Look, here's Pop. Here's Pop at Notre Dame. Look at him. Look at him. Shout out to Pop. Pop Mania. Paul Sr. You guys go by a lot of names. Look at us in front of the Notre Dame golden, architecture there. Me and Pop. There we go. This is still one of the coolest moments. Here's him. A bunch of photos here. Picking me up from the airport for Notre Dame. There you go. Very nice. Okay. Let me see. One of the cool. I can't share. You guys can see it, but you guys won't be able to hear it. Because of copyright, but we're in the Notre Dame churches, which are very beautiful, by the way. The Notre Dame churches are absolutely spectacular. So shout out there. Beautiful churches. I have all these wonderful photos in here. We got Touchdown Jesus. There's Pop and Touchdown Jesus. There you go. Right there. Great shot. Okay, on the phone. So shout out there. And then one of the cool things that they let you do is go through the tunnel. And I will keep that video on my phone forever. We actually took a picture in the tunnel. It's hard to see this way with all the colors, but we went down the tunnel and I played the Rudy music underneath, and it was just, I have the video right here. It's just, one of the coolest moments of my life with my Pop. So love you, Dad. Happy birthday. And we'll see you in a few days. We're visiting next week. We're bringing the whole family down, so you guys will see some live Boy Green Dailies coming up there as well. So let's friggin' go. All right, we'll get into the Cade Klubnik clip. We'll play that here in just a second. But look at all these awesome memberships being gifted. Some of you may not even known it was for Hop on Pop, and maybe some of you did. But I love it either way. Jared B. gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership here on YouTube. Way to go, Jared B. Appreciate you, sir. Let's ride. If I can press a button. There we go, baby. We'll read all these memberships together here. So Jared B. gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership, which you love to see. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, baby. Yeah, and I can't wait, by the way, for our tailgate coming up. Pop, of course, will be at that tailgate as well, so can't wait. That's going to be wonderful. Jared B., you're up to 9 raffle tickets for our contest. Just want to make sure you knew that. Number 1 Austria Jet fan gifting a 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. Right here on YouTube, baby. That's 105 raffle tickets for our number 1 Austrian Jets fan. Let's frickin' go. We have more memberships being gifted here as well. Let's get some of those in here on the program. our buddy NC Green gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Thanks, NC Green. Let's freaking go. Oh, yeah, baby. And here you go. Every time 5 memberships or more that are gifted, we, of course, have to play a little bit of this. Hey, let's do this for Bob.
J-E-T-S, Jets, Jets, Jets.
Yes. Yeah.
Salute. Salute. All right. Thank you guys for all the memberships to kick off the show. And again, another happy birthday to Hop on Pop. My father joins us, all the time here on the show, which I'm very pleased. And that's super cool. Not a lot of people get to do that kind of stuff with their pop. So I'm very appreciative. NC Green, that is 27 raffle tickets for you, good sir. Let's read the new members of the Boy Green Coffee Club together, and then we'll get into the topic matter at hand here with rookie quarterback Cade Klubnik and, of course, the QB2 situation. The Jets have been doing some homework on some of the veteran quarterbacks that are available on the market. We could talk about that as well here on the show. We'll have an update on that. All right, here's some of the new members to the club. We have PP Donuts, Big Will, Ryu Sukahaka. Okay, well, I'm really butchering this. Ryo Sukatakahashi, Uneducated, J Mole, Jug Artist. You guys are all now members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Appreciate you. And then Jared B, your membership, if I'm a monkey operating a spotlight over here, Jared B, your membership went to Gilbert Farmer. So you guys all are gaining new memberships all over the place. Let's freaking go. That's what I'm talking about. Salute to Hop on Pop. He's the best. All right, let's do this. Thank you for all the memberships, everybody. We'll update the scrolling ticker in a second, but I want to go to the Jets Collective podcast from yesterday. ESPN's Rich Cimini, BT Unleashed, Brandon Tierney, and Jake Asman. They did their show yesterday. I'll be tweeting out this clip you guys are about to see. It's not out there on social media yet, so if you watch the show, you may have heard this clip. If you didn't, you're going to hear it for the first time. So big shout out to the Jets Collective. You guys could go find them on YouTube, Jets Collective, subscribe. They're almost at 4,000 subscribers, I believe. So salute to the Jets Collective. But, it's been weird. At the beginning of this month, apparently the Jets hosted Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson says they offered him a contract. We're like, wow, is this about to happen? And then now we're on May 22nd. What gives? What's going on? And it may be good news for New York Jet fans. So let's roll the footage just from the Jets Collective podcast yesterday.
The quarterback theme here during OTAs. As of now, the Jets quarterback depth chart behind Geno Smith, it feels like it's truly wide open for Cade Klubnik to have a chance to win the backup quarterback job to Geno Smith. Where do things stand there, Rich? And all the eyes, of course, will be on Klubnik when he gets these reps. Do you think the Jets could be using OTAs and minicamp right till training camp to evaluate whether or not they actually need to add a veteran quarterback to that room with Geno?
Great point, Jake. You hit it right there. Now, they haven't come out and said it, but that's exactly what they're thinking right now. They're going to hold off on the older veteran guy as the backup and let these guys fight it out. And they're really high on Cade Klubnik. And I know the fan base is. I would caution the fan base to just tap the brakes a little bit. We've only seen him in rookie minicamp, but they're going to give him a runway here. They got 10 OTA practices plus 3 minicamp practices. He's going to get a lot of reps, and I don't want to say it's his job to lose. I don't know if that would be an accurate characterization, but they're going to give him a chance to show that he could be that guy. And then I think they'll reassess when it's over and then decide if they want to go out and get that veteran. So I would say the door's open for Klubnik.
I think they're playing it well here. I mean, not if you're looking for a franchise quarterback, or even if it's like a 1-year kind of a deal to shake loose in the next month or two, that's just not very likely. Like, that doesn't happen around the NFL. But somebody that is a competent backup, like a Tyrod Taylor type, is eventually going to cut loose. And if the Jets look and they get the intel with Klubnik and they deem he's not ready despite all the energy positive around him, well, they've got the ability and the avenue to pivot. I think it's great. Get the reps, get the information, understand, the guy that you drafted. Let's see if it really mirrors what you thought he was going to be when you moved up 18 slots to get him. And I think it's a win-win. You get answers, and if you have to pivot, there's going to be an answer out there if you have to.
There you go. That is from the Jets Collective podcast. A lot of thoughts here. I'll be honest. I'm surprised, but in a good way. That this is good news if you're a Jets fan, I believe, out there in the audience. So the Jets quarterback room currently consists of Geno Smith, Cade Klubnik, Bailey Zappi, Brady Cook. Geno Smith is the clear-cut QB1, obviously. The Jets have said that. They've made that very clear. He's the guy. There's no question. There's no competition. There's no nothing, which some people complain about, but he's the guy. He's the QB1. For Aaron Glenn, there's been a lot said about his job security. There's been a lot said. Boy, he's on this hot seat. He's on this hot seat. And I do believe if he has a terrible season, he unfortunately will be gone. He will be out the door. And we'll be looking for a new head coach next year if they have a terrible season. I do believe that. With that pressure that's out in the ethos, I always thought that, Aaron Glenn, did not want to put himself in the position of last year. When Justin was either injured or ineffective, Aaron Glenn, went to Tyrod Taylor. And Tyrod Taylor had his own set of injuries. Days into training camp, he had arthroscopic knee surgery that knocked him out for the entire preseason. I'm like, oh boy, this is immediately not good. And Tyrod had his issues. He couldn't stay healthy. And then eventually they go to Brady Cook. It was a disaster. So I thought Aaron Glenn would have nightmares from that and say, hey, I need to get a veteran quarterback in here behind Geno. So if Geno either sucks or goes down with injury, I've got another lever to pull. I don't want a Brady Cook situation. That's what I thought AG would do. But the fact that the Jets, with OTA starting in 5 days, they have 10 OTA practices. The first one's on May 27th. First one open to the public/media, I believe, is Thursday. So that would be the 28th, I believe. Yes, I think so. 6 days away. Yeah, Thursday. Yeah. And the Jets have not obviously added that veteran quarterback. They've kicked around. They've looked at Russell Wilson. They've evaluated the market, and they haven't done it. But the fact they haven't done it, I think, should be good news for Jet fans out there, because that means the Jets must like what they're seeing from Cade Clubnick, and they're like, whoa, hold up. Let him cook. Hold up, and let's see what this kid can do with these opportunities and reps. And wow, maybe a surprise, because not normally does a fourth-round rookie quarterback have a chance to sort of surge to the QB2 position. So the Jets are liking what they're seeing in terms of his on-field product, leadership, those kind of things. If he ends up being the QB2 because he earned that spot, and surprisingly, the Jets are like, actually, we don't need Russell Wilson. We don't need random guy. Cade, we feel confident, can be the guy if Geno is compromised, injured, or whatever. He has a ton of experience. He had 40 starts in college. From everything Don Munson told us, though, the voice of the Clemson Tigers joined us a bunch of weeks ago on one of these Friday shows. He said, from my opinion, Cade needs more time to marinate. And if that's true, then I want him to have as much time to marinate as possible. But sometimes you get surprised where you have a plan and you get punched in the face. And in this case, it's not really a punch in the face plan. It's a pleasant punch. It's that the Jets maybe thought they were going to add a Russell Wilson, obviously, or why else would you work him out and bring him in? And then you're like, actually, Cade Klubnick's looking pretty good. He's getting these valuable reps right now. And you know what? Let's reassess, which essentially is what Rich Cimini said. So we got these 10 OTA practices that start on the 27th, and they're sort of broken up. It's not 10 consecutive days. They're all broken up from May 27th through the first week of June. And then you have a mandatory minicamp for 3 days. That's June 16th through the 18th. And then you break for training camp. It sounds like, by all accounts, there's no one else in the league that's in a rush to sign Russell Wilson or any of these veteran quarterbacks that are available. So it sounds like the Jets had the benefit of time. And you heard some notes in there from Rich. He also said it on the podcast that Russell Wilson or veteran quarterbacks from this old Bill Parcells quote are I can't remember the exact terminology or exactly how he put it, but basically they're experienced blockers. Like Russell is only, if he's here, he would only be taking away reps from Cade Klubnik and taking away opportunities. And Rich doesn't believe he needs that much time to learn the playbook, which would have been my only thought, and apparently not. So this is good news, folks. This is good news for old Cade Klubnik, that apparently he's doing a little better than we thought. So that's interesting. behind the scenes. Let's go to Jared B here. Says, didn't Paul just say Club was throwing against nobody just like 3 days ago? He was at rookie minicamp. He is not. The OTAs of rookies and veterans have not mixed yet. That's apparently going to happen here in a couple of days. So I'm just saying, with the Jets mood. So yes, if I didn't say that clearly enough, let me admit I was wrong. Not about this. At the beginning of this process, I thought that Aaron Glenn was going to obviously add a veteran quarterback. It may not be what the fans want, what he wants. His Russell Wilson or whoever that guy is. Maybe it's Cooper Rush. I don't know who it is. Whoever it would have been. Because, hey, I want to make sure that I've got another guy that can try to help me win games, as opposed to throwing it all on a rookie and hoping for the best. The Jets have not pulled that lever yet. What that says to me is, and obviously what Rich Cimini said himself, that the Jets are, quote unquote, really high on Cade Klubnik. And I don't think it's just about him throwing against plumbers at rookie minicamp where there's like 50, 60 guys there. And most of them, that will be their final opportunity to put on a uniform / shells. That is true. I'm not making grandiose takeaways from that 3-day rookie minicamp or 2-day rookie minicamp, over a weekend. No, that's not what I'm saying. But the Jets are saying behind the scenes, apparently, they're liking what they're seeing. And if they're liking what they're seeing, that's a net positive for the Jets, because sometimes we've drafted these, quarterbacks, and we haven't heard these arrows in the right direction. It's not time to put them in the Hall of Fame or anything crazy like that. But if arrows pointing up on Cade, I just think that's good for business. And let's see what he does with these opportunities. Again, things are about to get much more serious, to the Jared B point. You were playing against random people the last time out. Now, random people that were fighting for their lives, their backs are against the wall. Those people that were trying to try out for the team, and 2 ended up making it. 2 tryout players ended up making it. There was a linebacker, I believe that's Jaden Keller, and then Landon Young, the offensive lineman. So sometimes you can impress in a 2-day minicamp, which is what happened, and you can make the roster. But while they're you're getting an animal backed in a corner, so they're swinging crazy, but the talent gap is massive between Cade Klubnik and random guy from RIT Technical Institute, and him getting his final shot at a rookie minicamp. But then things get serious. When Cade Klubnik goes under center, and across from him is David Onyemata and Demario Davis. Now, he's not going to get let up. He's a quarterback. And we're in a passing camp, is how Rich Cimini described it yesterday, what we're about to see here in these OTAs and stuff, because pads aren't on and people aren't lighting them up. But just from a mental standpoint of, you got Demario Davis, who's seen everything. You have David Onyemata. You got Minkah Fitzpatrick back there. Cade, things are just about to get a lot more serious for Cade, is basically the point for him. And let's see how he handles that kind of opportunity next week, which I'm excited for. Jared B says Paul would look good in mid camp. I hope that's true. I don't know. I haven't been in a football mini camp in a long time. I've watched a football mini camp. I did a Hard Knocks series with my old high school football team. What was it, last summer or something? That was nice. See people flying around out there getting lit up. That was cool. But I don't know if I'm in. I'm hoping I'm in beat shape. We got that. Gangrene Beach Club coming up on Saturday, July 11th. That's what I hope I can deliver. We're not going to be lighting each other up, I guess. Could get a little feisty. It always does when you got men in football. So I hope I am somewhat respectable, but we'll see what happens. I just don't want to blow anything out. I don't want to blow any gaskets. I don't want this old car to blow my muffler or anything. Which, by the way, Gangrene Beach Club, Ocean Casino Resort, July 11th. Atlantic City, HQ2 Beach Club, Gangrene Beach Club, .com for more information on this event. And $25 tickets. You guys can join us. Gates open, or doors open, rather, at noon. And then they close at 6. So we're going to have a nice little party for a while. Beach, fun, media members, content creators. So if you're in the area, please swing by. Feel free. Like I said, we may be giving away a ticket or 2 here on the show. That may be happening. Jake Asmans, Rich Cimini, Brandon Tierney's, Boy Greens, Dom C's, Nick Ferry. They got to update the sheet. Nick Ferry now part of the Sports Illustrated on Jets on SI team. So congratulations once again to Nick Ferry. But it's going to be a great event. I can't wait for that. So gangrenebeachclub.com, folks. Also, let's get a couple other plugs in here. We got 150 people in the room. Make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. Would appreciate that. Make sure you guys check out, if you haven't already, my Randy Lang OTA preview that dropped yesterday morning at 10 a.m., a 40-minute conversation talking all things OTAs, players that intrigue us like Azaria Thomas and other storylines. We'll do a Boy Green Daily show and some other storylines that intrigue me, but it's a great conversation there with Randy Lang. I hope you guys can check that out. That is terrific. Also, give a shout out to our live viewers on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. People rewatch the show on YouTube, and our audio only people on the Believe Network, BLEAV. By the way, all those raffle tickets you guys kicked off the show with, which thank you, I'm so appreciative of, those all give you a chance to win these fabulous prizes on June 1st. A Garrett Wilson Funko Pop, New York Jets Polo, a Jets sideline hat, 3930 Flex Fit. All of these items will be given away on June 1st, and then we'll immediately announce our new raffle giveaway. If you're new to the channel, hey, everybody. Hello, I'm Paul Esden Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I do this show every single day at 7:30 a.m. Eastern time here in the morning. I love doing this. This is an absolute dream to be able to have this awesome community with all you guys, and it's great. So I try to make this raffle as affordable as possible, and I want to make it as affordable as possible forever. Raffle tickets are just $3 a pop, people. Obviously, the items that you get on a month-to-month basis are worth well more than $3. So it's a deal. People have won these raffles with one ticket before. So you never know. All you have to do is get a ticket, get a chance, get a virtual ticket. And again, if you're watching on YouTube, in the comment section, a few slots over is a money sign emoji. You click that, it'll ask you, do you want to do a super sticker? Do you want to do a super chat? Do you want to gift some channel memberships to thy neighbor? Feel free to do so. Every $3 you spend gives you a raffle ticket. The more raffle tickets you have, the better your odds are, of course. But like I said, people won with one raffle ticket. People won with 3, 5, 6, 7. I mean, great. They get a deal. Some people go above and beyond, which I appreciate. So, yeah, baby. Make sure you guys tune in for our raffle. Again, we'll be giving that away on June 1st. Another plug here. It's official, people. In case you missed it, I'll be screaming it from the rooftops. Our Boy Green Woody tailgate this year will be for Jets Browns, baby. So, yes. So, let's frickin' go. Jets Browns, baby. Week 5, October 11th. New York Jets, Cleveland Browns. Again, Sunday, October 11th. That will be our tailgate with myself and Jets content creator James Woody. If you guys were there last year, you know what it's all about. If you weren't there last year, I'll tell you. We have a professional chef, Chef Kevin Gilbert, that you guys all know well and good. He will be catering the event. We are running back the same menu, people. We're running back the same menu with maybe a cherry on top. More on that in the future. But here we go. Actually, let me see. I think I have it here in my files. Yes, I have it in another file, but I'll show you guys later the menu. Oh, yes, here it is. Actually, I've got it right here. 1 second. Let me get the right one here. This is great. Here we go. Yeah, this is from last year, which we're running back. So just to give you guys a taste, here is the Boy Green Woody tailgate with little we have burger sliders, hot dogs, EZD. Which the EZD was terrific last year. Salted pretzels. Oh my goodness, it was terrific. Chef Kevin Gilbert at Fastest Food Reviews. Make sure you guys subscribe. So the food was spectacular. We're running it back. We're running it back, baby. And just absolutely delicious. So amazing. I can't wait. So long story short, again, we're doing our tailgate. We're hosting a tailgate, which means we're going to be hosting a Jets game where you'll have an opportunity to buy a ticket package from us. And here are the things I could guarantee, and I'm giddy about it, folks. I'm excited. If you sat with us last year, the tickets were pretty good. They were better than the year before. The year before, we were in the 300s. Last year, we were in the 200s. Very nice seats. This year, I can guarantee a couple of things. Our tickets are going to be even better than last year. They're in the hundreds. There's a few preferences, so I don't officially have a ticket price yet, but I know the range of prices. And I will tell you, I can guarantee that our seats are better. I can guarantee that Chef Kevin Gilbert is going to kill it. I can guarantee Lou B's going to kill it. And I can guarantee that the price will not be higher than last year. So despite the fact we're going to be much closer to the field, the price is not going anywhere. It's not going up. If anything, it's going down. It may be the same. I got to see exactly where the Jets grant my request. I'm like a wish or a tooth fairy under the pillow. I said, "Ooh, can we sit here or maybe here or maybe here?" And they're pondering what's going to be allowed with all the different groups. The longer we keep doing this, the higher priority is, and eventually I won't have to ask. I'm like, boom, I want that one. They're like, okay, boom. We're not there yet. It's only year number 2, but I'm very excited. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I can guarantee that the ticket will be better. I can guarantee that the price won't be increasing. The price will, at a minimum, be the same, but it may even be cheaper, hopefully. So I'll let you guys know. And that price, by the way, was $300 last year. That gave you your game ticket, gave you your tailgate ticket, which access to the food. Woody provides a bunch of coolers with drinks, waters, Gatorades. There's some alcohol in there. It's BYOB. You can bring what you want, take what you want. If you're a part of the tailgate, if you buy a ticket to the tailgate, you're allowed to get food and drink. And then there will be a prize, a gift, whatever you want to call it. I feel like prize is like a weird word to say, but whatever you want to call it. Last year, everyone that bought the whole package got a T-shirt. This year, we're doing something different. So I'm working on that behind the scenes. So yes, I can guarantee that the price will not increase and the seats are going to be far better. So what better deal than that? You get the great food from Chef Kevin Gilbert. You're getting better seats, and like I said, you're going to get a prize as well. And we're going to be guaranteed closer and guaranteed not more expensive. So I'm really fired up for this event. It's going to be really cool. We should know today's May 22nd. Again, shout out again to Hop on Pop's birthday. It is Jets Browns for people asking what game. It's Jets Browns. Jets Browns. So a couple things here. If you guys are interested in going to that game with us, Jets Browns, like, oh man, I want to sit with you guys. Oh, I want to eat with you guys. I want to do all that. Well, in the YouTube description down below is an Excel sign-up sheet on YouTube exclusively. So if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter, hop on over to YouTube. That's youtube.com/@boygreen25. If you're on the audio-only network right now, you're listening to my voice into the microphone here on the show. If you're doing that right now, hop on over to YouTube as well and hit that sign-up sheet. All I need is your first and last name, whoever you are out in the audience, and then you have a few questions to answer yourself. Do you want game tickets? Now, again, this is only if you want to sit with us. If you plan on getting your tickets some other way, maybe you're a season ticket holder, maybe you have other plans to buy tickets, then put no on the list. No, me, person signing up, I do not need game tickets. So no, and then put 0. But if you're yes, I do. I want to bring my brother. I want to bring my son. I want to bring this. Say yes, and then put how many tickets you'll need. Yes, Paul, I do want to sit with you, and I need 3 or 4 tickets. Okay, great. Then the tailgate. Yes or no on the tailgate. That is if you want to buy a ticket, which again, you will get a wristband when you go to have food from Chef Kevin Gilbert, professionally made, and you'll have access to our drinks. So if you want that, yes or no, and how many of them you need. I will warn you, the tailgate has a limited amount. It's 100 tailgate tickets, and once those are sold out, it's over. This isn't a marketing ploy. Say, I've got 10 more. No, I've got no more. 100 is the limit. So if you guys want to go to the tailgate and you don't want to miss it, I highly recommend that you go to the Excel sheet and sign up as quickly as possible. Put your information. It's first come, first serve. I'm filling out the Excel sheet in order. Once I have the final price from the Jets, which should come somewhere in the next 2 weeks, hopefully, once I have that price official, we'll be reaching out to you. People asking how much. I see you, F-Zod to God in there. Again, it won't be, I'll tell you, I can guarantee this, it won't be more than 300. Last year was 300. That included your game ticket, your tailgate ticket, and an item, like a shirt, whatever it's going to be this year, a different item. I'm working on it behind the scenes. I don't want to announce anything till it's official, but you'll also get a prize. Like, oh man, thanks for coming. Here's something. So again, game ticket, tailgate ticket, towel, or shirt or hat or whatever it's going to be. But I don't know the price yet because I gave the Jets multiple choices for where we could sit. Could we sit here? Could we sit here? And depending on obviously where you sit, the price increases or changes. So it won't be more than 300. So I can guarantee that. F-Sod God is asking how much for tailgate. Last year was $50. $50 for the tailgate, and was, you can eat what you like, and then we have drinks available. So last year the tailgate was $50. I don't imagine that's increasing. So sort of mark that in your calendars for $50 if you want to do tailgate only. So feel free to do that. So yes, so fill it out in the description down below. If you haven't signed up, make sure you sign up on the sheet if you guys want the tailgate, because once it sells out, it sells out. Game tickets, I mean, I guess eventually it would sell out because then there wouldn't be any more room in our section. But from what I've been told, when I submitted our ticket number, I did not hear any warning about that. So for now, that should work. All right. So let's keep rolling here with all your super chats and comments here on the program. Let's go. NC Green with a $2 super chat here on the program. Every time we get a super chat, we hear from my daughter, Zariah Luna.
Wow.
NC Green's $2 super chat. Thank you, brother. BG need the shade side of the field. The good news, people, we do have the shade side of the field. That no matter what, all of my preference of location, we're all on the shade side of the stadium. So we should be good because we sat in 228 last year, so it's in front of 228. So it will be on the shade side. So, folks, good news. It will be on shade side no matter what. I think all the locations I picked were on that shade side, but they're just different combinations in front of it. But we should be on the shade side from what I gathered from that process. So thank you, NC Green. It is. It appears like it will be shade side, which is great. So thank you. Great question. Great comment. Yes. Yes, shade side should be absolutely no issue. Let's get a super chat shout out from DIY for Life.
Wow.
Member for 22 months, Devin. Appreciate you, brother. Happy birthday, shipmate. Brody Strong. Go New York. Go New York. Go. Yeah, up to nothing. Woo-wee. Oh, boy. Is this about to be a sweepskate for the Knicks to go to the NBA Finals? Oh, good for you guys. Again, I'm the biggest Knicks fan in the world. Screw the Cavs. Screw the 76ers. Screw all those teams. Let's go. Screw whoever comes out of the West. Let's go. Knicks. Let's go Knicks. And thank you for the Brody Strong message from my brother. He continues to improve. So hopefully continued good updates. That's all we want. But thank you. But yeah, it's my father's birthday. So happy birthday to Hop on Pop. Yes, absolutely. I'll be seeing him in a few days. We'll get to spend some time together. It'll be very nice. So before we go to the phone lines, just want to make sure. Johnny Boy says, Boy Green, can we bring strippers to the tailgate for Indy? Yeah, I guess that's, yeah. I guess that's a personal choice. Sure, Johnny Boy, I guess. Why not? Barbara says, need more shade at the tailgate. Yeah, that may be a few people, for instance, Lurch, who's my digital partner, he brought himself a tent and people could camp under it. Yeah, I don't know beyond, like for myself at this current stage of the tailgate, like I don't have a massive tent that I can put us all under. So that's an unfortunate thing, Barbara. You may want to bring something of your own nature from your car when you park to give yourself some sort of shade or something. At this moment in time, I don't have a great answer for that one for the weather. Hopefully, when are we doing this? October 11th? Hopefully, it's not too hot. That's also, sometimes you get games in September, it could get really uncomfortable. So hopefully that's the right level where it's not cold. It's just comfortable. So that's what I'm hoping for, Barbara. But at this moment in time, I don't have any perfect solutions for tailgate shade issues. Hopefully one day we get big enough, we keep doing this every year where I can bring some massive tent or something, whatever it looks like, to give you guys more shade. Old Yank, BG, if Knicks win, doesn't that mean Manchuk gets to pop his champagne before you? That is correct. There is a whole story there. Back here, it's hard to see with all the stuff in my background, but there's a bottle of champagne right there. It's from intern Rob Finger. He was my old intern. And before he left, he got us each, it's a fancy friggin' bottle, the official champagne bottle of the NBA. But it doesn't have to just be a basketball thing. It could be any of our teams. He got us a champagne bottle and said, it says drink only in victory. I was reading the caption he wrote on the box. Drink only in victory. So if one of our teams wins the championship, we get to pop it. And he gave us that just after the Celtics won the championship. So technically that didn't count, which I was cool with. But I want that I really personally, while it's been cool, and I know this is going to piss off a lot of people, but the Red Sox have won a cajillion championships and World Series here in the 21st century. The Celtics have won multiple NBA championships in the 21st century. That's really cool. I really want to save that for the Jets. That's the one where I'm popping it and woo everywhere. That's what I would love. But yes, that is true. It's absolutely accurate. Old Yank, that yes, that's I guess the one part where I wouldn't want it. But if if it happens, it happens. They haven't won it since 1973. That's one. I'm a competitive guy, so normally I don't like to lose to these sorts of things, but there's a lot of Knicks fans in our audience, so I salute them out there. I do. Yes, I do. All right. So in closing, before we open up the phone lines and welcome in the 200 people, we can talk Cade Klubnik, Jets, Tailgate, whatever you want. Again, just one more reiteration of it is, again, if you want to come to our tailgate, it's going to be Jets Browns. That's official. So I was able to lock in the game. The game is now official. We'll 100% be Jets Browns, which is Sunday, October 11th. We will be doing a restaurant takeover the night before at Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant. So for some reason, let's say the 11th is difficult. You're like, damn, Paul, I can't even go to the game. But maybe you could go to the restaurant takeover the night before. We are going to take over the Cloverleaf Tavern restaurant and their private room upstairs. I've already booked it with Chef Kevin Gilbert, and we can all have food and drink and good times. And we did some giveaways last year. I'll see what I can throw together for this year. And it's a more lax atmosphere. You can chill, you can talk, you can meet other coffee club members and stuff, and it's super cool. So if you want to go to that, you don't need to go to the tailgate. You don't need to go to the game. You can just choose to go to that. So feel free. It's a restaurant. So you can come up to the private room. If you're in the area and you want to meet a bunch of people, I highly recommend you do that. I don't have a sign-up sheet for that yet. We're waiting on a few more other details, but I will create a sign-up sheet for that separately at some point this offseason that you guys can get all ready for, and that'll be a lot of fun too. So that will be another option. But please make sure, my last plea is simply this. Please make sure that you sign up on the sheet if you want to go. I'd hate if any of you wanted to go to the tailgate and then you miss out because you didn't sign up early enough. So just make sure you guys sign up for the sheet. And again, it is in the YouTube description of this video down below. And of really any recent live video that I've done, you should be able to see it in there. And I see a few people have added on to the list, are currently editing it as we speak, which is great. So just make sure for any of you out there, I see a few people, for instance, Harvey, Melanie, or Melanie, that's probably definitely Melanie. Make sure you guys fill out the sheet. I see you guys put your name down, but I don't know what you're putting your name down for. Tailgate tickets, game tickets. Make sure Melanie and Harvey, you guys fill that out, and you'll see it. Look at everyone above you. Yes, no on certain columns, number of tickets and things of that nature. So Melanie and Harvey, I feel like I'm a principal. Melanie and Harvey, please fill out the sheet. And if you can't, for whatever reason, let's say you guys have any other issues, like you're having trouble editing the sheet or anything of that nature, you guys can always email me, paulaesdenjr@gmail.com, PAULAESDENJR@gmail.com. Say, hey, Paul, I can't fill out the sheet for whatever reason. Hey, put me down for 3 game tickets, 3 tailgate tickets. Hey, Paul, I can't fill out the sheet. Put me down for no game tickets, just a tailgate ticket. Whatever it is, you guys can always email me. So this email is right here on the screen. And also, if you can, for some reason, never find it, if you go to my main YouTube About page, you scroll down, you'll see my email is posted publicly as well. So feel free to take full advantage. All right, we got a super chat coming in here from Harvey, who I was just talking about. Let's get this super chat in.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Harvey. $5 super chat. He says, I signed up, Paul. My girl and I have our anniversary that weekend. Oh, dear Lord. Wow. Hopefully she's coming, I guess. Great. But no, Snowball last year, rightfully so, picked his anniversary over the game, which I can't blame him for. This year, I made sure that it was not on that weekend, thankfully. I mean, we didn't have a choice. I don't think, what was it, week 5, week 4? Yeah, we were on the road anyway, so we couldn't have interrupted his anniversary the weekend before. So that part's good at least. Yeah. That part's good at least. Which is great. So no, great. Thank you, Harvey. Thank you, Melanie, and anyone else who continues to sign up. This is amazing. I can't wait. This is going to be an absolutely awesome time, which I'm really fired up about. So thank you, Harvey. We've just added another raffle ticket to your total. You're at 11 raffle tickets so far this month. Thank you, Harvey. And thank you for your clear level of dedication here. That is impressive. So awesome. All right, everybody, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a timeout. We're going to play a HEP song, and then we'll welcome in your phone calls and conversations, tailgate questions, really anything you have left. We will converse and break down here on the show. We'll be right back after this.
1, 2, 3. Whoa.
going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I'm the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. Again, no Bob today. It is, geez, I just had it in front of me. Wait, it is Shavat, which is beginning at sundown. Apparently is what it translates to, or that's when it starts. I don't know. I'm a little confused. Anywho, but no Bob letter today because of that. So appreciate it. It is Hop on Pop's birthday, so again, massive birthday shout out to my old man. It'll be great to see him next weekend. You'll get to see the grandkids and everything, which will be absolutely marvelous, which I'm looking forward to. Before we go to the phone lines here, so we got a couple of super chats and questions. Let's get into all these. First off, look at this. Devin, a.k.a. 04 Jets fan, has a super chat.
Wow.
Thank you for being a member for 11 months. We're getting close to your anniversary, Devin. He says, can't wait. This will be my first ever home game. Oh, man. Well, I am absolutely humbled that Jets, Browns, and us getting to hang out together will be your first home game. All right, that was weird. All right, thank you, technical people in the back. I don't hear that wow all day, but that was interruptive. Okay, people in the back. Anywho, I got to be careful just in case I get wowed again. Okay, we're good. We're good. Devin, that's awesome that for this Jets Browns game is going to be your first one that you go to. It's going to be a great time, man. The food's going to be great. The experience is going to be great. And let's go kick some Cleveland Browns Paducah. That'll be spectacular. So, Devin, awesome. Glad you're coming, man. I can't wait to meet you. This is going to be really cool. It's been cool to meet you guys, a little bit in the espresso club, which, by the way, let me give that quick note. Our espresso club is going to be tomorrow night, people. I know this is last second, but I'm going to be in New Hampshire next week. And I think the Wi-Fi is going to be good, but I'm not so sure. I know the Wi-Fi is good here. So to make sure we don't miss an espresso club, we will be having the espresso club tomorrow night. If you guys don't know what that is, if you hit that join button, if you're watching on YouTube, there's 2 membership levels: Boy Green Coffee Club, which is $2.99 a month, and Boy Green Espresso Club, which is $5.99 a month. And the Boy Green Espresso Club, you get access to our fantasy football league, which we're doing this year. If you're an Espresso Club member, you can be in our fantasy football league this year. We have monthly private shows that never go to the public or even to the coffee club. It's just a private show for us. Talk about anything you guys want. And boy, do you guys take advantage of that rule of talking about anything that you guys want. That's always a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow evening. I got to double check what time the Syracuse Mets game is tomorrow. That'll determine when this espresso club meeting is, but I'll keep you guys posted on that. But we will be doing it tomorrow to avoid whatever the Wi-Fi situation will be in New Hampshire in the mountains. So more on that. But awesome, Devin. That is great news, my friend. Great news, my friend. Good for you, and I can't wait to meet you. And that's awesome. All right, a super chat coming through. This is the Tennessee Jet jumping in.
Wow.
A $2 super chat coming in. Did I miss anything? Go Clubby. Go Jets. Yeah, he's going to have a lot of great nickname potential. Just simply that the Jets are really high on him. They're holding off, apparently, on adding a veteran quarterback because they want to see what Cade has in these opportunities, which, again, the only reason you'd be doing that is because you are intrigued. You're like, wait a second here. Maybe we don't got to go get a veteran quarterback. And if they don't, that will say to me a lot about Cade Klubnik. If we go through this process, the Jets are like, yeah, we're good. I'm like, ooh, oh, are you good? Okay. And that would say a lot to me. Tennessee Jet, you're officially in the running now with the raffle ticket with all your previous super chat combinations, my friend. So, yeah, Cade Klubnik looking good, which is good for business. All right, let's jump over to the phone lines here. We'll kick it off with Pep.
Hey, guys. Hey, Paul. How you doing, bud?
Yeah, good. Excellent. Thanks, buddy.
Good. I was thinking, I watched your show the other day when you did the thing with Jake.
Yes, that was a spur of the moment sort of thing. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was pretty good, and it got me thinking that when you do your play-by-play, that if you had guest host on for color, and I was thinking that he would be a really good one to have too. He doesn't usually watch the game because he gets too worked up.
That's what he said. Yeah.
Yeah, but you offer something a little different because what you do is you do the play-by-play.
Mm-hmm.
So people who don't even have the game could actually tune in and watch be in tune with what's going on.
Which is, by the way, was the surprising part. When you guys said, Paul, come on, try it, you bastard, try it. I'm like, all right. And I did it. And the people that I thought would be watching, not that I didn't expect those people to watch, but a part of the populace I didn't even think about that would be watching is people that don't. They're like, Paul, I'm in Montana. I don't get the game.
Yeah.
Hearing you talk about it, me seeing the little game cast is how I'm watching the game. So that works for me. I'm like, holy crap. I would have
Yeah.
never thought, which again, I take anything I do very seriously because I always want to do a good job. That makes me want to do an even better job because like I'm
Yeah.
painting the canvas for people that can't watch the game. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping I'm doing a good job. So no, that was a surprise twist from people.
It's
for sure.
it's definitely a good exercise for you. I mean, it's
Yeah.
definitely a good thing. It kind of got me thinking of the old Monday Night Football, with like Howard Cosell and Don
Oh, yeah.
Maynard. I mean, not who are those guys?
Although he did have a guest spot once, I think but Pat Summerall, all those guys. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So if you had like, I could see like, well, now that you're on the road, you're going to all these events, the window has gotten smaller.
Yeah.
But when you do it, if you had like, for example, let's say Woody sits down and watches
Mhm.
the game with us, he does the
Yeah.
color one week, or maybe Hop on Pop comes on one week, and
That'd be cool.
Jake, or it would be cool. You could watch the games, and then you still have the call-in and stuff.
Yeah.
And so that would be kind of cool. And
I'd be very open to that.
yeah, I miss seeing Woody too, so that'd be a good way to get him
too.
back. Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
Thanks, Paul.
Appreciate that happen. Yes, for those out there that are big Woody fans, and you should be, Woody's awesome. He will be co-hosting this tailgate with me. I just called him yesterday to give him a bunch of updates on the tailgate, and it was good to hear his voice. So, yeah, Woody is really pumped up. He's really fired up, and yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting for sure. So, yeah, Woody will be at our tailgate this year. He will be doing a lot of fun stuff, and it's great to have him as a partner for all of this, which is great. But yeah, I'd be totally open to a color analyst joining the pot. That's definitely for sure. All right, let's keep the phone lines rolling. Let's go to C.
Hey, Boy Green, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, brother?
On this fine Friday.
Yes.
I was wondering, when you do the games during the year,
yes, sir.
What about adding cheerleaders behind you?
Oh, I am game. I couldn't be more game. Yes.
Okay. That's just a suggestion,
All right. Sure.
All
right.
I noticed in the chat today a lot of Nick Farrier hate.
Yes.
What's going on with that? How could anybody not like this guy?
Well, I've only seen a small slice of whatever the thing I'm about to say is, but
okay.
So Nick Faria took a new job yesterday. I don't know if it was yesterday is when he got the new job. New job is when I was talking about it, but he got hired by the New York Jets on SI team, which is a great honor. That's awesome. But I've saw a lot of people complaining because something is going viral. Apparently, it looked like the SI team hired a few AI writers, like they're not real people, they're just fake people, and they wrote a story that was accused of plagiarism, and then it went viral, and then when you go to click on the story is now off the page, and the person that wrote it no longer exists. They've removed that person from the world, and it looks like it was a fake person. So I saw some people complaining, and they're like, oh man, now I'm off the train. So I don't know if Nick Ferry's catching any heat for that. Like, that wasn't him, so he shouldn't catch any heat for that. But I saw some people complaining about that. So I don't know. I've called Nick Ferry before and talked to him about it. And he says, hey, man, if people think I'm polarizing and basically they love or hate me, fine. They have their right to love or hate me with whatever I bring to the show.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think he brings a real he brings some information that's not, it's reasonable. He's a very reasonable person. He's not too high. He's not too low. He just kind of tells it like it is.
To me, I appreciate that he's informed. He's going to these practices. I am not. He is going to these games. I am not. There are things he can literally pick up that I cannot because I'm not at the game. I'm not in the locker room. I'm not in the practice fields. I hope one day I'm there. That'd be great to bring you guys whatever that information is. Nick is on the beat. So to me, I think that's super valuable. I'm so glad that he chooses to come on the show every week. Like, I don't pay Nick. He comes of his own accord, and I appreciate that he comes of his own accord to the show. So, yeah, I think he brings information. That's a big thing I like about it.
I like him. I think the guy's informative. He's got a very level-headed take on things, and he doesn't get too excited or I just like what he does. That's all. He brings some very good information for me.
I respect the defense. I'm glad that you're fighting for him. That's good.
Yeah. Another thing, I was wondering, the tailgate.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm going to be coming to the tailgate, but here's the thing. I don't eat red meat. So do we have anything there that's like kind of chickeny or something like that?
Yeah. Let me see. Let me pull it up because I just had the menu here, so I will read it off to you. Let me see. Let me take a piece here. Un momento. Let me pull this up on our menu items. Where is this tailgate menu? Okay, here it is. All right, so we've got non-red meat items. Okay, here we go. Let me pull this up here. All right, so we've got here are a bunch of the items. So the non-meat stuff. So we have ziti, a baked ziti with melted mozzarella, shaved parmesan, romano, some fresh basil, house-made potato chips. We have toasted pretzel sticks with beer mustard. We have a bacon popcorn combination that chef has made. We have garden salad available. There's a chef macaroni salad that is available. So those are all it appears as I'm looking here at the menu from last year, the non-meat items that are there.
All right. Well, that'll be good. That'll be good.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I wanted to just bring that up. I don't understand why people attack somebody for just giving his opinion, giving his take.
Mm-hmm.
The guy knows. I think the guy's been, like you said, he's been to practices. He's been in the locker room. I think he's seen a lot more than me or a lot of the other callers.
Sure.
So, I don't know. Let the guy talk. If you agree with him, you agree with him. If you don't, you don't. There's so much shit flying around now about the Jets, and none of us know really what the hell's going on. I'm a big Klubnik fan. I'm hoping that Klubnik becomes the QB2.
Please. That'd be great.
When I saw that flowing hair, I just couldn't. I just right there, that just had me right there,
100%. Yes.
So I'm looking forward to him running out on the field with the number one, the hair flowing.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to it,
Me too.
Is he coming to the tailgate?
Ooh, that'd be great. There may be a former Jets quarterback coming to the tailgate. I'm working on that behind the scenes, but let's see if we could get Cade to give us a drive-by, even just in slow motion would be great. So I'll work on that. We'll see if we could get the Club for Chubb coming to the Club.
Well, thanks. I'm headed out this morning. I have to go watch my 9-year-old granddaughter in some sort of a school thing.
All right. Cool.
So, I'll have to go do that. Anyway, listen, everybody have a good weekend and, cut Nick a little slack. Okay, guys?
There you go. I appreciate that. See, cut Nick a little bit of slack. Love to see it. And we'll see if we do see it in the comment section. I see a question here. Mac Attack, Mahar Khalil. Will parking pass be included in price? No is the answer to that question. So, no. Hey, you learn things after you do them, and you get better. Last year, the parking pass thing was a little bit of a disaster. I was led to believe I was supposed to be collecting money from you guys on the parking passes, and then I find out it's a special code, and it turned into this whole thing. So let me make this. I'm glad he asked this, Mac. Let's make this perfectly clear. So whatever price it ends up being, again, I can guarantee it won't be more than $300, but it may be cheaper. We'll see what happens with the exact seat that we end up getting. So that will include game ticket, that will include tailgate ticket, and that will include a gift of some kind. Again, last year we did a shirt. We'll see what we do this year. Those 3 items is what you're getting for the $300 or cheaper. Again, details to come. The parking pass, if you're with our group and you buy a ticket from our group, if you buy a ticket through us, you will have access to a parking pass for the cheapest possible price. Last year it was $45. I don't want to speak out of turn. I'm not sure what it is this year, but that was a discounted price you got because you bought a group ticket from WA. Okay. So what will happen is when we get closer to the event and you bought a ticket through me. So Mac, if you're sitting with us, then you have access to as many parking passes as you have seats. So if you buy 2 seats, it's you and your girlfriend, or you and your wife, or you and your son, you and your brother, whoever, and you come, you have access to 2 parking passes if you want them. If you only need one because one of you's driving, then that's it. You're good. You can pay for that. You'll be able to pay for that on your own. I don't have to collect any money for the parking passes. That's a separate thing entirely. But the good news is, if you buy a ticket through me, I have as many parking passes as we have tickets. So, but it's individual. So, Mac, if you buy a ticket, you will get to fill out your email that I transferred the tickets to and use that to buy a ticket, which again, last year was $45 for the gold parking pass, which gave us access to any of these parking lots, which is great, which will allow you to sit there. So you don't have to give me any money for that. That's a separate thing. But last year was $45. That was the quote unquote discounted price. So hopefully it's $45 again this year. But I do not collect any money for the parking pass. I have nothing to do with that outside of the fact that when I transfer you the ticket, you have an opportunity to buy that parking pass when we get closer. So that is not baked into the price that I'm talking about. The only 3 things you get are the tailgate ticket. If you buy the whole package, you'll get the tailgate ticket where you get food and drink with us before the game. You'll get the game ticket if you're sitting with us, and an item. If you buy all 3, if you just buy tailgate ticket, then you don't get the item. If you just buy the game ticket, you don't get it. It has to be an all-encompassing package. But thank you for that question. All right, let's see here. NC Green. Will Cade be starting by our tailgate? Week 5? Oh, dear God. I hope not, with all due respect.
Wow.
Thank you for the NC Green Super Chat. 26 months. You're dedicated. Will Cade Clubnick be starting by our tailgate week 5, October 11th? I hope not. Because, I don't know what could have possibly happened, barring injury, that would have led us to Cade Klubnik starting by our tailgate. I hope not. I want Gino, in a perfect world, to Gino be the starter for the full season, or like a large chunk of the season, and then a little bit of Cade at the end to determine what he is before to the 2027 draft. But that would shock me. That'd be week 5. Oh wow, that'd be a stunning result, for sure. But good super chat shout out. All right, let's go to the only guy I could possibly follow C with, and it's my second favorite caller, Kyle Clifton, here on the show. Kyle.
I don't know what I need to do to rise up the charts, but I'll work on it.
Okay, excellent. What's up, Kyle? What's going on?
So this is actually Muji and Glenn's second swing at a quarterback if you count Fields, right?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yes, right. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So Fields regressed here. We knew that he hadn't shown enough to be a franchise quarterback previously.
Mm-hmm.
I thought his physical talent was worth a chance. It didn't pan out, and he really regressed. Now he's getting an unprecedented, I don't know what opportunity it is,
right,
in Kansas City. This has got to be the 4th or 5th chance, right?
Mm-hmm.
If he goes back to even what he was before he came to the Jets, and Glenn was saying, well, he's never been coached properly, that's a huge indictment of Aaron Glenn, right? I think that's fair to say, right?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, my gut says, because I was thinking about this the other day, my gut says, even we'll see if Patrick Mahomes ends up playing week 1, but I think they are going to use Justin Fields in Wildcat packages, which will just be annoying. It's sort of like when Mekhi Becton was here and he says, I'm a tackle. I refuse to play any other position. He goes to the Eagles, says, yeah, sure, I'll play fucking guard, and they win the Super Bowl. And then for Justin Fields, say, I'm not so sure about this Wildcat thing. And then he goes to the Chiefs and immediately does it. That's what my gut says is going to happen. My gut says with Andy Reid, he will go back to some, I don't know what the version is. Is it Chicago 1,000 yards rushing craziness? I don't know if it's that high, but I would assume he's going to be better, but to your point, that will look bad on AG either way, because to be whatever he was, as low as he ever was, to back up, that's what's the commonality with all these things? Yeah, that will look bad, sure.
So now with Klubnik,
mm-hmm.
if we're hyping him up a little bit, right, and we think that he's got some talent, and
mm-hmm.
it's fine if they had a 4th round grade on him, if they want to spend a 4th round pick. I don't really love the trade up, but we've been through that.
Yep.
What happens if he comes in, right, and we think that this guy has swag, and we think he's going to be competent no matter what because of what he's shown already in camp, and he falls on his face, right? And we see that one of the first 4 picks in this past draft doesn't really play up to what the expectations were. I think that starts to change how we even feel about Muji. And I've liked what Muji has done before, but like these 2 guys came in together. You know, we're supposed to be told that they're in lockstep. I don't think Muji's been perfect. Like, you know, there's been some missteps. The Tyler Barron we've been through, like, so I think that we can't just put it all on Glenn, right? I think a lot of the in-game stuff that was obvious last year has got to be cleaned up. But if they can get to a point where it's 6 to 8 wins and they're more competitive and seem like they're trending upward, maybe both of them can be back. If the in-game stuff isn't cleaned up and you see flashes from the players that Muji has taken, maybe he survives and gets to pick a coach. What do you think about that?
That is possible. I do think, I've normally been of the mindset that I want my head coach and GM married, where I want them on the same level. If anyone leaves on a certain other thing, then it looks like, well, I mean, look, Joe Shane, he survived right there. He just fucking, excuse my Guatemala, Jesus. I wouldn't think Joe Shane is the first thing that made me throw $1 in the swear jar, but there you go. Like, he just got a multi-year deal yesterday. I'm like, what in the world? But there has been success stories of like a marriage breaking up in terms of GM head coach, one leaving and the other having success, like a GM being able to pick the other side or vice versa. We have seen a few success stories over the last 10 or 15 years. Someone just wrote a column about that. I got to go back and find whatever that is. So there is a world. Muji definitely has not been perfect. People are like, because again, all the losses, all the bullets are being taken by the Aaron Glenn body. He's the one who's speaking 3 or 4 times a week. And Muji speaks 3 times a year. So like Glenn is the one that's taking these bullets. Glenn's the one. Oh, the record's on Aaron Glenn, but it's not on Muji. Like there is a little bit of that, whatever narrative that you want to talk about out there. But I think there's 100% a world where Muji could survive depending on how certain things go. But my gut always says I want them on the same timeline, even though there's been success splitting them up, not them, in a general them in the NFL doing it. I'd rather keep them the same, but there is some optimism for Muji for sure.
So I think that this is the organizational failure, right? Like these shotgun marriages of coach and GM and the involvement, the heavy involvement of ownership, it has been the problem. Like it feels like there has to be someone, a top football organization, whether it's a president of football ops, that hires a GM first. The GM consults on the coach hire, has input into it, right? They interview them together and they come to an agreement. And now these guys are totally in lockstep, right? Or you just give the GM the power, and that's how they're judged. They're judged on the quarterback, the coach. Like, however you want to do it, like what we've been doing and what we continue to do hasn't really been working. And if it fails this time, something's got to change. That's all I had, Paul.
Yeah, and that's very fair. Kyle, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate you. Yeah, and let's just hope it works for once. We're just due, man. We're just due. Like other teams have gone through doldrums and then have been able to turn it around. So I want the same for my football team. That's what I want. I want to be able to, hopefully, we can turn it around. Let's hope they can do that. Great thoughts, sir, by Kyle Clufton. Let's get a super chat in here. This is from Spin Max Dave, $5 super chat.
Wow.
Thank you, Spin. Appreciate you. If Cade proves to be the real deal, should the Jets still pick a quarterback in the first round next year? Plus, please play the voodoo song again. Geez. We'll see. We'll keep we've kept the voodoo. I'm looking at it. It's in a bag over there. We'll save that for a little bit later. Spin Max Dave. If he proves to be the real deal, should the Jets to pay? Like, these are interpretive now, Spin Max Dave. But what means the real deal? Like he's the franchise quarterback? Like that he's a competent starter? That he's a guy that can compete with whoever it is? Here's my thing. if you're going to avoid taking a quarterback in the first round next year, Cade better be walking on water. You can't get that wrong. If you think, oh, wow, Cade's the guy, that would be great, because then in theory, you can use your 3 first-round picks to build around him. Maybe one of those 3 by whatever way, a Colts pick, Packers pick, Cowboys pick, Jets pick, one of those is high, and then you're able to trade that to a quarterback needy team, and then they move up and give you 3 or 4 first-round picks, and then you use that to build out the rest of your roster, and you get your Herschel Walker trade. Like, that would be amazing. But, man, I mean, Cade would have to be... I don't even know. I don't know if it's a statistical thing. I don't know if it's an eye test thing. Like, he would just have to be so beyond the universe for you to feel comfortable enough to skip on the quarterback. Because could you imagine you determine somehow that he's, in your wording here, Spin Max Dave, that Cade is, quote unquote, the real deal. And they're like, we don't need a quarterback. And then in year 2, Cade falls off a cliff. You're like, oh, yikes, we did. Then everyone's getting fired. So you just have to know. You just have to know unequivocally. So for me, I always think whether I have a quarterback or not, I still want to keep whacking the quarterback pinata. What, are you going to have too many good quarterbacks? Of course, I want to keep hitting it. Now, a first-round pick, if we had to put betting odds on it, it seems more likely than not the Jets will be selecting a quarterback in the first round next year, regardless of what Cade Klubnik shows. That's what the betting odds say. But that's why they play the games. That's baseball season. That's why they play. We could be surprised. And we'll see if we are. But good super chat, Spin Max Dave. Good thoughts. And we'll go back on the voodoo stuff later. Bill Aimley here on the show. Bill?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing swell, Bill. How are you?
Good. I agree with if Klubnik actually does turn out to be a solid quarterback for us, of course we should still draft another one next year. We have 3 picks. We can use one of them for the other quarterback, and then just go ahead and fill out the rest of the roster.
Yeah.
I don't see why that's even a question. Because if we finally get around to having a great program as far as drafting going forward, like you said, get a quarterback every year regardless.
That's what
You
I
might
would do.
get that. You might get a solid backup there.
Sure.
Because I believe Klubnik will at the very least turn out to be a solid backup for us. I mean, he's
That'd be
got
great.
the tools. I can't believe that we look at his 2024 tape, see all the great things that he does, and because he just takes in fact, it wasn't just him, it was Clemson. The whole team took a step back last year. That all of a sudden that's the real club, and I'm like, how can you do that? That's ridiculous. You have
That
to
is kind of
assume that it's
crazy.
somewhere in between. Yeah, it's
because
somewhere
on
in
one
between.
end that he's a top 5 pick at quarterback, we're like, yeah, 2024, and then this year, like, he shouldn't even be drafted. Like, what? Huh? How does it? Whoa, that pendulum swinging a little aggressively there, Bill.
Yeah, and to think we got him with pick 110, so we didn't have to spend any first round or second round picks. So I think we came out very good in that deal. Go Knicks! It was amazing. I saw the fourth quarter of the game. They're unbelievable. I truly believe that this is finally the year that they finally put up another championship for New York, and there'll be lots and lots of happy people out there.
I hope so.
Yeah. I agree with Jake. Jake has always said that winning that first game against Tennessee is a must win, and I agree with him. Only because it's going to set the tone for the rest of the year. If we come out and win that game, the feeling among the entire team is much more positive, and then we can go out and give it our best efforts to win more games. I truly believe that if the Jets win the Tennessee game, we're going to win the Packers game as well.
All right. 2-0
We're going to win
start.
the Packers game. In fact, I believe we're going to beat the Patriots in the first meeting that we have with them.
Oh, that'd be great. Week 6. Oh, that'd be
just to hear those Jet fans in the stands. Diana, Diana.
Oh yeah, that could happen. Yeah.
Yeah, potentially the Jets can win five of the first 7 games.
Mm-hmm.
But then I pause for the rest of the schedule because one of the things I want to see is how they come out of these first 7 as far as injuries go. If they avoided any serious injuries to their starting group, then it's a great sign, and I should see them continue to beat the Raiders. They should definitely beat the Bills once.
Mm-hmm.
I think either that last game or the first meeting. They'll win one of those games. The Dolphins, I'm sure that they'll win the first meeting. The second meeting, I'm not sure. Because you always have that one game where you're the one that gets surprised by the team rather than you surprising them. But I still believe that at least 7 wins definitely is on the table. I can't see this season going totally sideways. I believe the coaching overall is going to be better. The play from the team is going to be overall much better. So there's a lot to look forward to. For Brody, best wishes. Continue that recovery, buddy.
Thank you.
Indy, keep going strong, and no strippers will get thrown out of that
That's
parking
probably
lot
true.
faster than you could say Cade Klubnik. So
I think that's accurate.
yeah. No. We'll find some other form of entertainment that'll put a smile on Indy's face that doesn't include beautiful naked ladies.
Yeah. I think you're probably right.
Yeah, right. Hey, we could have the bare naked ladies playing instead.
Oh, sure. There you go. That's that. Yeah, there you go. What a great pivot.
I'm sure Indy wouldn't mind that one.
Yeah, sure. Great consolation prize. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I'm obviously I didn't expect Bob not to be on, but then you explained that it's upcoming holiday.
Yeah.
So
Shabbat, I suppose.
yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm learning more about it.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
How's Pop doing?
Oh, he's doing great. I know he's fired up. I can't remember if he's back from Romania yet. I got to double check if he's on this weekend. I'm not sure if he is with the travel, but I will be seeing him, and then we'll be doing a bunch of shows together. I think I drive up on Tuesday, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So there's like 3 or 4 shows that we'll be doing together next week, which will be nice. So, and he gets to see the grandkids, which he's fired up about. So
yeah, I know. I have my own grandchild. She's I'll be seeing her this coming week, so I'm very happy.
That's got to be awesome. That's got to be like the best feeling in the world, you know?
Oh, absolutely. Just one more thing to Indy. Indy, if we had those strippers come in, Tatiana would cancel the tailgate.
Oh boy, yeah, she would. I don't know if she and the kids would be fired up for that. Maybe that's some other a different event. Maybe we can host, but I'm not sure they would, or any of the wives out there probably. But that may cause some issues. Yeah.
It might be grounds for separation, if you know what I mean.
I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. So, Indy, we'll go back to the lab on that one. We'll go back to the lab and we'll get back.
Hey, if we could invite Rich Eisen to the tailgate, that would be nice. He is a big Jets fan.
He is. That'd be cool. Yeah, we'll see if we can get him on the right week with his NFL Network schedule. That'd be cool, though.
Yeah, I won't hold him being a Yankees fan against him. I promise.
I can respect that. Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone have a great weekend.
All right, you too, buddy. There he is, Bill Aimley, joining us here on the show. Love Bill. That's awesome. Before we go back to the phone lines, you see we have a super chat coming in here from Mac Mahar Khalil.
Wow.
By the way, I can't thank enough. I'm going to be watching the Titans game with Mahar Khalil and his beautiful lady. I can't wait. That's going to be amazing. So, Mac, thanks for inviting me out. He says, Jets need continuity at all levels. L11 is great for tailgating. We'll see. So we've got, obviously, Chef Kevin Gilbert. We've got Lou B. We've got Woody. So we're trying to figure out where we will be tailgating. Last year we did initially D3, and that was in a crater, so that was unavailable. So then we went over to D7. Should we go back to D7? Is it in the G's? That's an area I've heard is part of the main walkway. There's some momentum towards the G's. So we will see where we end up going. That's not official yet. We'll put it on a poster once it's official. I've not heard anything about L's, but I'll look into that, Mac. I'm just a noob. I don't know. When I went to a bunch of Jet games with my dad, we didn't do the tailgating part. We just came. It was me and him, and I didn't really have a Boy Green Coffee Club community at that point. 11 years ago, whenever that was. So, we'll see. So I didn't do any of the tailgating. And then only recently when we've been doing these tailgating events and I'm like, oh, tailgate. And it turned into a completely different experience. Normally my dad's the kind of guy that we go to the stadium early. We're in our seats an hour before the game. We're maybe hitting up a gift shop or a concession stand or something. So yeah, he has a very particular path that he normally operates on. So we'll see. We'll see. But good super chats, good questions, good comments so far here on the program. We have 3 other people in the room. Hey now, make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe here on Boy Green Daily. Would really appreciate it. So keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling. That would be absolutely magnificent here on the program. All right, let's get back to the phone lines here. Up next is the one and only One Punch Brigga. It's Dave Brigga, baby.
Hey, Paul, how are you this morning?
Yeah, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. You got that playoff beard going there, boy.
Yeah, you like that? Yeah, there you go.
I wish, Paul, I wish I could grow a nice dark beard. I used to be able to grow. I don't like grow. If I grew a beard, it'd be too much gray.
See, that's what I was going to ask you. I was going to ask you if you ever had the beard action going yourself.
Oh, what? Hey, hockey players invented the playoff beard. We used to have them in the old days. You know, mine was a nice big red one. I'll bring out a picture of the old ones.
Please do.
With our team, that scared the hell out of you if we've ever looked at that bunch. You know? We scared people to victory.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome.
But anyway, listen, it's all coming down to coaching this year.
Yes, sir.
You know, that's it. Coaching. He's got to have good coaching. Good players cannot succeed without good coaching. You know, bad coaching. Right. And, you know, this is what this team has proven not to be good coaches. Mm-hmm. Listen, this is getting so ridiculous year after year. It's do or die for Glenn this year. He has no choice. You know, he's going to be calling the signals, and he's got to pull some victories out of the hat here, right off the bat. You know, I mean, you have players there now. If you can't develop them, you got a problem. It's a big problem coaching. I mean, go back to the good coaches. I mean, I come from the Vince Lombardi area where, you know, the coaches, you sat down in that room and you taught people, you know, that people listened and the people put these things into application. You know, everybody could complain, you know, about the right being over the hill, you know, he's too old school, but, you know, he should be able to translate plays that are effective to the players that we have. That's the bottom line. You know, you teach what you have, you know. Any good coach knows the upsides of players and the downsides. I mean, it's going to be all coaching this year.
I love Frank. I'm really excited for Frank.
Yeah. Well, the young guys don't like him. You know, he's over the hill. He's not modernistic. He doesn't go according to their
concepts.
You know, video game concepts. You know, that's the way it's everything today. But the video, you know, the old timers get too much hate in a lot of realms. You know, they don't understand things. But these guys have come from the foundation of football. You know, not the flavor of the month. I'm not saying it. Hey, I'm not saying, you know, we had a day. The game adapts in every era. Okay. And everybody has to be adaptable, you know, old, new, whatever it is. You just can't, you know, take what's the current stuff. You know, look how the running game was coming back, and all of a sudden they said the running game was dead. You know, my biggest issue I think is with the linebacker situation. We have terrible linebackers, except we have one good linebacker, Demario Davis, who was, you know, he could just go down at any time. He could just start to decline. Sherwood should be out of here. All of those Salah's losers, they should be out of here. You know, really. It's not about Salah. Hey, the man he had his one way of teaching, and that was it. He could never adapt, you know. When he got inside the 20-yard line, he was, you know, That's all he hoped for. So just get to the 20 and try to stop them there. His wide 9 never worked, and his players were not put in situations, where they were able to adapt. This Sherwood, I don't know what they're going to do with them. People say, well, now he doesn't have to think. What does that mean? He doesn't have to think. What does that mean? I mean, you have to have some kind of mentality to play. I'm just hoping it comes June, he's out of here. They should sign somebody because that's, I think, they're going to be their biggest problem is linebacker. On this
I am
team.
worried if we get an injury there, that like all of a
They
sudden
have
the air
nobody.
goes into the balloon.
Paul,
Right? Yeah.
They have nobody.
Yeah.
Basically, they're cooked.
Yeah.
They're cooked. I mean, I know that Mariega or whatever his name is, he might be able to do something, but he looks like he's lacking in a passing game, and everybody throws to the tight end underneath. Today, you got to be Sherwood has no conception of what he was doing there. If you watch the games there, I
It
mean,
was a mess.
he can't tackle and he can't cover, and he doesn't really rush the passer. So what do you do with a guy like that?
But besides that, but besides that, Dave, he's pretty good, right?
He's not good in my mind. I mean,
Yeah,
I watch the guy.
but as long as you put the tackling aside, the coverage aside, the sacks aside, any of that, it sounds like he's
I just don't understand why this guy was signed. I mean, it's possibly the worst move this whole regime ever made so far.
That's probably accurate.
I heard this. I heard it was because everybody else was going to sign him. Is the reason why they signed him? Well, what kind of reason was that? Hopefully, that's one of the worst moves that Muji and Glenn have made so far.
Right, they get it out of the way, and maybe no more bad ones are coming. We can only hope.
But we just have to take one game at a time. I understand that. In the content realm, it's great to make projections, but the old story: just take a game at a time.
Yes.
Win the first game. Concentrate on coaching these guys up where they're going to take Salah's team by the throat. Okay, so they do the fundamentals, so they don't commit penalties, so they don't, so they don't lose the game. This is what coaching is all about. Just the fundamentals, and that's what good coaching is in any sport. So I mean, I'm just hoping that's the key thing that has to be done this year, or else Glenn is gone. He's gone. He's gone because if he can't, he's been calling the signals out. We'll see it right off the bat. He wanted to take it. He wanted to take this on. He said it last year he don't want any part of it. Now this year, he reversed 180. He's taking on everything in that defense. So I mean, it's on him, man. It's on him. Yeah. And as far as Klubnik concerned, I think the person that you had on from the Clemson network, that guy.
Oh, Don Munson. Love Don.
Yeah. What was his name?
Don Munson. He's the voice of the Clemson Tigers.
That guy gave us so much good information. I've never heard anything better on any type of realm, So I appreciate that as you brought that fellow on.
Great man of faith. Great man of faith.
Yeah. So I think that knowing that what we know about Klubnik is he's a good processor. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I'm not saying he has the same kind of talent, but a lot of people say he's not the size. Mm-hmm. And of course, we're in a different era, but he's the same height and weight as Joe Montana. Ooh. So don't tell me if the guy, he's not able to do it. If he can process, look, we had two previous guys, Zach Wilson and Fields. Yep. You and me could process better. Well, we've seen it, right, Paul? We've seen it.
I've seen some football, sure, yeah.
Yeah. So processing is possibly the number one aspect of a great quarterback. You don't have to have a gun like Dan Marino, Joe Namath, but you have to have it up here. Here's where you do it. Here's what the game is won with the mind. Okay, the mind. Okay, so we got to hope that they know how to. This is the key now. Develop this guy. Put it. And we'll see what happens. Hey, Gino's there for this year. If we'll see. Next year we'll have to see. They got the draft choices, but if you can start developing this guy, we don't know what could happen. Just put it that way. Anything is possible, right, Paul? Anything.
That's right. Anything's possible, Dave.
As far as I can't make Sunday day games because of my commitments with the church.
Of course.
But Last year I was able to go to the game down in Tampa,
Yes.
because we had because I was meeting up with a church group down there on Sunday morning, so I was able to squeeze the meeting in the after that night at the club with the people down at Jake's meetup. But hopefully, is the Cloverleaf meetup on Saturday night?
Yes, it is. Yes, sir. Yes, it
Well,
is.
that I'll
Saturday
be able
night.
to attend. So
Let's
hopefully I'll
go.
be able. Yeah. So
That'd be
hopefully I'll be
amazing.
able to get there. But I'm just holding hope. I'm just having hope for the season
Good.
that that the coaching can overcome the good players that we acquired.
Yes, sir.
They can be coached up, because good players can't overcome bad coaching.
Thank you.
Hands down, plain and simple. So,
Point blank.
Paul, your show is always great. As far as Nick goes, hey, give the guy a break. He tries his best.
Yeah.
Outside of being a Mets fan, I give him 100% credit. I hate the Mets. All right. Take care, buddy. God bless.
Thank you. That's funny. That is funny. Yes, and yes for everybody. So yeah, Dave Briga is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. If you guys can come to our tailgate in the game, that'd be marvelous. But for whatever reason you can't, the night before, so the game that we're going to is October 11th, Sunday, October 11th, Cleveland Browns, Week 5, Jets Browns. But the night before, on October 10th, we'll be doing a restaurant takeover. I've already booked it with Chef Kevin Gilbert. We'll be at the Cloverleaf Tavern. It's in Caldwell, New Jersey. We'll be in the private room upstairs. We will have, in the coming weeks, a sign-up sheet for that event to make it official. And you can say, hey, I'm coming, so we could get a proper head count, how many people. Because I think there's eventually a limit to how many people and chairs and tables and things of that nature. They're upstairs. I'll check with Chef. We had 40 plus people last year. Maybe the number is going to be much larger this year. We'll see. But even if you're not going to the game or tailgate, you'll be able to hang out with a bunch of other Jet fans. So I hope that works for a lot of people out there. That'd be amazing. Okay, let's keep this train rolling, baby. This has been a lot of fun so far. So let's keep it going. Up next, Professor Philly Doodles joins us here on the program.
What's up, man? What's going on?
Look at all the
Good
gear.
morning.
You're all geared up. That hat. That's a great hat.
Come on, man. This hat. I don't know. I quirk up. I come up with more quirky things to say.
Sure, that looks like
Better take. You get better takes with this hat.
Look at that. That's how, man.
Come
That's
on.
smart.
The script.
Wow. That's good. That's what I'm saying. That's great.
Yes, sir. So I don't have the board, and it's fitting because Mr. Bob's not on, right? So
yeah, right.
Shabbat Shalom, L'chaim, all that good stuff.
That's right.
Yep. So, yeah, man. Just listening to Briga and everything, it's you sit back and you think about it. It's like it is, it's a take it by game situation. But honestly, when I had that last take, when I was on a call with you and Bob, and we were talking about Glenn needing, whatever games he's got to win. He again is going to face rookie or second year quarterbacks. So Vegas. Luck of the draw, they went and got Kirk Cousins, so that's not a rookie, no.
Right.
But at some point, if he doesn't look the part, they may even flex in Mendoza. Maybe he gets hurt. You know what I mean? There's multiple reasons why that could happen, but
sure.
Yeah, that Tennessee game, none of us should be afraid of that. I mean, I don't care what Salah's going to say, what they think they can cook up. It's a second-year quarterback who did not have a great, promising first year. So
they won 3 games last year. We should not be scared at all. This is a winnable game. So if anyone is complaining about the NFL schedule makers making this game, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, there's storylines revenge. Okay, so what? The NFL drools over that sort of thing. Who cares? This is a game you can win. I don't care if it's in Tennessee, New York, New Jersey, planet Mars. This is a game you can win. We're not playing the defending Super Bowl champions. It's nothing like that. So let's buck up and win and win a opener, go 1-0, and then let's go. Let's start pushing this this ball downhill.
Little birdie told me that little birdie on wheels had told me that you might be going to Tennessee, right? That's a real thing.
It is now official. So Mahar Khalil, shout out to him. I'm going to be sitting with him and his wife. We're all in the 110 section. So Amazing. So I hopefully I get to run into a bunch of you guys that are all going down. I'm going to meet Philly. I've already met you, but there's a bunch of people we haven't met and meeting a second, third time. So I can't wait. Yeah, I'm working
facts.
on the next piece is whether I'm doing hotel, Airbnb. What the hell am I doing? Where am I going? Flights, all that jazz. So that's the last piece of the puzzle I got to figure out. But yeah, we're going, baby. Yes.
Sounds like an Airbnb could work out for you. You might be getting some camp buddies. You might be hanging out with us, man. You know what I mean?
Is
Right?
there a waft? Is there like a big house we're about to Airbnb the hell up?
I think that's a good idea. I think we might do that.
Okay.
Maybe we'll
All right.
find one
Hit
with a
me up,
grill.
Philly.
You
Hit
know,
me up. Oh man, that'd be
you know what I
sick.
mean? Maybe we'll kill it.
Yeah. All right,
for
let's
sure.
go. Yeah.
So another thing I just thought about, if we're playing a numbers game, what was last year's tailgate supposed to be? A D3 or D7 originally?
It was supposed to be D3, and then I arrived and I went, "Oh wow, well that's not possible." And then we shifted to D7.
That's right.
Woody wants it to be back in D7 again. He thought it was great, and it's just sort of that's what the gods told us it should be. And I said, "All right." And I've heard from Chef and Luby and a couple others. They said they like the G area. Apparently, that's on the main strip. So we'll see where the debate ends up going. Chef and Luby were leaning towards G. Woody wanted D7. So we'll see where everyone ends up settling. And we got a couple of months to figure it all out.
So funny, right? D3 ended up being the amount of wins we got, 3 on the season.
That's true.
So whoever that was before said L11. If we take 11 losses, it means we get 6 wins. That's not half that bad.
Okay.
So maybe, a little intuition. He just put into the air. He put something in the air that's we might get 6 wins. Listen, we double that. He keeps his job. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. You know what's interesting is that I didn't realize that was a microcosm of the season. Like that D3 being 3 and it being in a hole from a meteor crashing into the Earth's surface. I was looking at that hole going, "Oh wow." So this is what this season's going to be. Like I didn't realize that in that moment, but now looking back, I hadn't thought about that too. You just said it, Philly. Yikes.
Maybe premonitions. This man said L11. We take 6 wins. We'll take 11 losses. It's double. You're still hoping that
11 wins, maybe.
Inverse flipped it. We never know. I'm gonna take whatever weird numbers is playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My fiance's got a thing for 33. She's got a tattoo 333, like the number thing, number sign thing. So you know what I mean? Let's
okay, all right.
Yeah, is what it is. And shout out to Brugge hitting the Mets. I love the Mets. So Mr. Brugge, the moon landing was fake. All right, I gotta go.
Thanks, Philly. Wow. God, you guys are just gonna keep jabbing each other. That is hilarious. All right, let's keep going down the phone lines. You got a lot of callers. This is great. Thank you to the 300 people that are in the room right now. Like the video, hit subscribe. By the way, talk about hitting subscribe. Let me hit a refresh button to make sure this number is accurate. We are 4 subscribers away from 8,660. This is insane, man. We're 4 away from 8,660. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys do that. If you're watching right now on Facebook or Twitter, or if you're listening on the audio only version, hop on over youtube.com/@BOYGREEN25 and join the army, baby. We're trying to make a chase to 10,000 subscribers. We're 1344 away. We keep chipping away every day, which is super cool. So keep that train rolling, baby. Let's keep getting new milestones here on the show. All right, up next, we go to the Amazon. Lou B, Super Jets fan, baby.
Good morning, DG. Good morning.
Hey, how are you after last night, huh?
Yeah, last night was crazy, but it wasn't as crazy as the game the other day.
Oh yeah, game 1.
That was an experience and I like basketball.
Yeah, of
I
course.
love the Jets. Very different.
Yeah.
Very different. But for whatever reason, that game brought out an experience that I've rarely experienced in my life. I've been to a few Super Bowls. Last year, the Steelers game, the Jets versus the Steelers, I felt that because I thought we were born. I was like, we have arrived. And we did it. and we didn't arrive. And that Buffalo game just was not the same after that, and either was I. But a few things. One, the Knicks, if they should win the whole thing, I fear for the streets of New York. The amount of chaos. It's dangerous, but yet safe.
Yes, right. Yeah,
It's
there's
hard.
a safety in the danger. Yes.
What is going on in the streets is the craziest shit I've ever seen in my life. Now, the best part is whatever's in your pockets, and when you go into the crowd, it's like magic. There's nothing in your pockets anymore.
Yeah, I'm not
So I
surprised.
suggest anyone that goes into the belly of the beast of that crowd, just don't have anything in your pockets, because
Definitely not. Yeah.
it won't be there the time you get out.
Yeah.
What
Cool
an
magic trick.
amazing crowd last night. The other night was a magical day, and I saw so many fans leaving the other day. When the Knicks
that's weak. That's so weak.
Yeah, and you know I stayed at the end of every game, so I wasn't leaving no matter what.
Yeah.
And those fans right now are experiencing a depression. They are very, very depressed, and they will not forgive themselves. So that was wild. I wanted to touch on the Will Howard thing that I mentioned to you yesterday.
Oh, yes, please. Yeah, bring it to the airwaves.
So first of all, there is a possibility that they're discussing in Pittsburgh, and I have a bunch of Steeler friends that are saying, your boy might get cut, because I loved Will Howard last year.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, it's not working out with him there. And if you check Will's college career, he was really good.
Yeah, and he won the national championship, obviously. Yeah, yeah.
If Pittsburgh should flat out cut him, we have second waiver.
We do
absolutely have the choice to take him, right?
Yeah, and the Raiders wouldn't take him, obviously.
Raiders are not going to take him, obviously, but and we can always take him and see how it goes.
Sure.
And cut him if it doesn't work out.
Right.
I think he's worth the roll of the dice. He is a champion. He is a winner. That guy in college, he was pretty good. And I actually checked today who had a better college record. And it did say Will Howard than Cade. So I'm not saying he's better than Cade. I'm not saying he's worse, but he's worth just taking a crack and seeing how he looks in camp. And maybe with our quarterback coach, he shines, because he's not a loser, that guy. Will Howard's he's pretty good. I mean, I don't know that much about college, but I do remember him looking really good in the combine, and some games he was incredible. I don't know. I hope we get him. I hope.
Well, look, I'll just tell you, it's possible, because Aaron Rodgers there, he's not getting cut. They just drafted Drew Allen in the third round. He's not getting cut. And now you have Mason Rudolph, veteran, and then this other rookie from the previous regime, which, again, Mike McCarthy didn't draft Will Howard. So there's totally a path where he either gets traded. Maybe the Jets could just say, hey, here's a 7th. You drafted him with a 6th. We're giving you a 7th, and he's going to get cut anyway. So here you go. A conditional 7th, maybe, if he makes the team or something. So that's possible. Straight up cut. You're like, screw that. We're not going to trade anything. We know we're going to get him because the Raiders won't take him. Either way, that's totally possible. I could see that.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying he's the answer to everyone. Right. I don't even know what the comments are right now, probably ripping me up. But I'm just saying he's worth a shot to just see how he looks in training camp. And if he doesn't work out for us, you let him go. But he's going to end up somewhere, that guy. And, as far as the Jets right now, the way I feel is we have free agency was great. They got great players. The draft was great. They got great players. These guys are not going to just play like shit automatically because they're on the Jets. These guys are not going to forget how to play football. We got some good coaches. Dunbar's going to be a killer for us, I think. You put Demarius, Glenn even in that mix too. Glenn does have experience. I'm not a crazy Glenn guy, but he has experience. Let's just believe in the Jets right now, and that's it. And maybe last year the jinx of our record was the tailgate section that you picked, BG.
That's true.
If the chat had to take a bet, who knows more about tailgating at MetLife? Me and Chef, or Boy Green and Woody? Trust me, it's me and Chef.
I would trust that as well.
But me and Chef are also loyal and will support you and Woody wherever you want to take this tailgate. That's it.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
You're the best. You're the best, Luby. I can't wait for this thing. This thing's going to be epic.
I'm happy you're coming to Tennessee. I'm really
Oh
happy.
yeah, so it's happening. So yes,
And
100%.
in the chat, everyone try to support BG with the super chats.
Thank you. Yes, please
Get him
do.
some spending cash.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
When you get to Tennessee, but Tennessee's going to be wild. We have right now probably 60, 70 people in Section 110. Wow. So that's going to be great. Yeah, we're taking over Section 110.
Well, shout out. This will not surprise you, Lou. I'm sure it doesn't. Like, because you're the man. You've proven it from your hitting spot back in high school of like setting it all up, and that party of your origin story. They're gonna make a movie about it, and then what you did now. That 60, 70 people already that you've been the orchestra, the maestro, and you've already garnered and played the flute and the Cobras out for all these Jet fans that are now Tennessee in 110. Tennessee isn't going to know what hits them. They're like, whoa, where the hell did all these Jet fans come from?
And then Jake is going to be at Barstool the night before.
How close is that to the stadium or anywhere?
Right there. Barstool is perfect. By far the best venue in Tennessee, especially for what we are doing. He's going to be there from 4 to 7. And then there's another tailgate set up in the morning that's already set up. So Jake at Barstool from 4 to 7.
Nice.
Get some sleep. Next day, bright and early, the tailgate. There's a big tailgate event. And then we're going to invade the stadium. Last night, I was at American Whiskey, and I saw a bunch of guys come up to me, and a few Jet fans there. And they're like, hey, we're going to 110. I was like, oh, great. He's like, we got 10 people. I'm like, that adds to the number.
Nice.
So, yeah, we got definitely a crew.
Okay, let's ride. Lou B, let's freaking go. I'm going to Tennessee, baby. Your peer pressure worked. I'm in.
Yeah,
let's go.
Good. And anyone needs any help with figuring any of this shit out, just hit me up. Obviously, I'm always ready to help anyone out. That's a Jet fan.
Yeah, Jet fan only. Jet
fans only.
Okay, there we go. Lou B, you're the man, baby.
Yeah, dude. Have a great day.
Appreciate you. Let's go. Lou B, Super Jets fan. There you go. So, yes, if you guys want to come to Tennessee too, feel free. Lou B can try to figure it out. He knows people, so he could try to help you out with ticket prices and stuff like that as you're heading on down. Apparently, we might be doing a bromance Airbnb situation. Grills, burgers. Okay. All right. I like where Philly Noodles is going. Okay. All righty. Okay, all right. Okay, let's go back to the phone lines. It's Johnny Boy, biggest Will Howard fan in the world, right there with Snowball.
Hell yeah, that happens. Why not? I mean, shit, let him come and compete. He's gonna be better than Cook. He's gonna be better than Zappy.
Probably.
So,
yeah, sure.
I mean, the hope is Gino never gets hurt, and Gino has an amazing year. And then Cade could just keep learning and doesn't have to be the guy off rip. So, I saw Briga say he hates the Mets. Well, I will say this.
Yes,
I will say this. Hey, Briga, I got love for you, Briga. But F the Phillies, okay? Because I know he's a Phillies fan.
He's a Phillies guy. How that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. What's their mascot, by the way? Nobody knows exactly.
He's got like a weird blowhorn thing. Yeah, I don't know. He's green. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what
exactly
going on there. Yeah,
a blowhorn. Exactly. Yeah. Anyways, I came on because I wanted to ask you.
Yes, sir.
Either or.
Okay.
Which one would you pick?
All right.
Remember the Titans.
Or
Rocky.
I feel like there's maybe a hidden meaning here, but I mean, Remember the Titans is a phenomenal movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, sports-wise. So, Remember the Titans. Yeah, New York Titans, right?
Remember the Titans or Rudy?
Oh, Rudy.
Oh, okay. All right. Rudy or Blue Chips?
Rudy.
Okay. Rudy or Friday Night Lights?
Rudy.
Okay. I don't know which other movie to put out there, but
Okay.
I mean,
All right. Well, I guess Rudy wins. Well, again, it's my pop's birthday today, so happy birthday to him. He got me the cool surprise gift he got me, and it's behind the Gino jersey, but I look at it all the time, is a Notre Dame mini helmet autographed by the real Rudy, which I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know you could go find him out there in the universe, which is super cool. So I have that, and I have all those Notre Dame stories. So yeah, that one's got to be. I love Remember the Titans. It's like one of my favorite sports movies of all time. But Rudy, it's hard to beat. Hard to beat.
Rudy, or I love this movie too. The Program.
Rudy.
Rudy or The Replacements.
Rudy.
Oh, damn. All right.
I'm sure there's one out there where all of a sudden it's going to make me twist and turn. I can't remember, or I can't know off the top of my head whatever that one would be.
Rudy or Rocky IV.
Rudy.
Okay, man. So you're all about some Rudy.
Apparently, I didn't know. First time I didn't know this game was being played, and I apparently so. Yeah, maybe there is another sports movie. People are hearing Mighty Ducks out there. I love Emilio Estevez, but no, that's still Rudy. But yeah, maybe someone's going to say one where I'm like, but I can't think of whatever the movie that would be right now, sports wise.
100%, dude. And favorite line from the Night of the Roxbury. I was like, Emilio. Yes, it was the Mighty Duckman himself. Emilio.
Are you guys brothers? No. Yes. Yeah, we get them every time. I haven't seen that movie in forever. That's one I'm gonna have to put on the. I'm gonna have to put that one on the list. That's good. Okay.
Field of Dreams or Rudy.
Field of Dreams is really good. Rudy.
I don't know, man. Field of Dreams. That's a good movie, bro.
It's a great movie. I'm seeing a lot of people are throwing things in here. The original Longest Yard. To me, I'm a more new and people are gonna hate it, but I'm the Paul Crew Adam Sandler version. That one to me is super hilarious. So I love the newer Longest Yard. I'm seeing people throw random ones out there. Happy Gilmore. Ooh, beast. Oh God, I love Happy Gilmore. And Happy Gilmore 2 isn't as bad as people say it is. Like
it's not. It's good. It's funny.
It's not. It was. Oh God. Happy Gilmore. That's tough. Beast. You got me twisting and turning on Happy Gilmore.
Can I do a Bob Barker to say, I think you've had enough? No. Now you had enough, bitch.
Rudy or The Sandlot?
Rudy.
Dude, I don't know, man. Sandlot, bro. Hercules. They have the block party for the July 4th.
Oh, don't forget the best line. You play ball like a girl.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
But all right, guys, you guys be good, man. Let's go, Jets. I'm hyped. I'm glad you're going to Tennessee, bro. I'm so.
Yep, it's happening. And you're going too, right, Johnny boy?
Yeah, I'll be there. 110. I'll be
110.
there.
We'll see you.
Myself, Snowball's going to be there too.
Cool. Oh, wow. We're going to see you for both games, week 5 and week 1. Nice. Can't wait, brother.
You know it, man. All right, guys. Y'all be good, man.
See you.
How you doing, that boy Green?
Hey, Beast. It's great to see you, pal.
Yeah.
What do you got on the shirt there? Who's on the shirt?
That line up there, you play ball like a girl.
That's a good line.
Goes, what did you say? You heard me. You eat dog crap. You eat dog crap for breakfast, geek, and you like it, and you bob for turds in the toilet.
That's good.
Wow, I've never heard of that. These are new birds I've never heard of before. But wow. But I'll tell you this: there's some good ones out there that are still classic. Mm-hmm. How about hello, I'm Forrest Gump. Would you like a chocolate? I could eat about him in half a days. My mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. Mm-hmm. You never know what you're going to get.
It's true. Shout out to Forrest Gump. That's another classic.
Can't beat that one. And Replacements, great movie, but you know what's good about the movie? Pat Summerall and John Madden.
Oh yeah, great combo platter for sure.
You gotta love John Madden, especially when he does this. You see the circle here, and then you got another one here, and then you're doing all this crazy playing. It's like you go here, you go here, you go here, you go here. Whoa!
Man, What about Caddyshack? Are you a Caddyshack guy?
I've seen it only a couple of times, but the one line in the movie that I did like was, "Hey, if you wear this free hat, you'll get a free bowl of soup. Hey, looks good on you." hey, I get no respect. I get no respect. Come on.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I gotta give the dude a Rodney. Rodney's a good guy. Can't take nothing away from Rodney. But there's a lot of rumblings in the jungles that surprises are coming its way. You never know what's gonna happen next because NFL teams, surprise, surprise, something can come good, something can come bad. We got a long way to go. And what are you doing this weekend since it's Memorial Day weekend?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't go see my family till Tuesday, so I haven't really planned out what I'm doing Memorial Day weekend. I guess working. Yeah, I work Saturday and Monday. Sunday I have off. But I'll be at the radio station 2 of the 3 days.
Why don't you do a Memorial Day cookout for yourself?
Oh, cool. I love burgers.
Hey, now you're talking language. My kind of burger is the Gordon Ramsay burger. The best way to do it.
Please do.
If you want good ground beef, you go 85-15 or you go 90-10.
Do you put anything inside the burger?
Always. You know what you do? Yes. Gordon Ramsay's always said, use egg first. Because you know what you do? You want to incorporate that egg. When you take the ground beef, you go that way and that way and that way. Mix it all up. Salt, pepper. Your egg's already in there. A little bit of garlic powder, a little seasoning. Keep it going. Do it like this 3 or 4 more times. Then get the ball, get it prepared. Line it up. If you have a little circle thing, line it all up. Make sure you do it slowly. And I'm going to say this once.
Yes, sir.
That's how it's supposed to be done. Slow. You know why slow? It's better. And plus, when you get it formed, you put it in the refrigerator, let that thing overnight become its own shell. And once it's prepared, onto the grill. And Gordon Ramsay's going to say this once. 3 minutes on the grill. Once that grill's piping hot, put that burger on nice and slow and let it cook for at least on the side 3 to 4 minutes.
Does it get a nice sear when you do that?
Yes. You have to have. You want a good sear. You want a good.
Yeah. Sure.
You don't want it looking raw. You want it looking medium rare.
Yeah. Right.
Medium rare is always the best way to go. Why? It's better. Plus, you're looking for flavor. Texture is another part of it. And if you want to kick it up a little bit, you can go with a red wine butter. You can go to chipotle butter. But, use the basics. You can do it 2 different ways. Red wine butter or chipotle butter.
Okay. Oh, wow. Butter.
Yeah. And buns. You know what buns to use?
Toasted buns. Brioche. 100%.
Yes.
Light toast.
Don't darken them, because then you're going.
No. Yeah.
What do you eat? We eat a bro pad? What are you, stupid?
Yeah, right. But a light toast, like gold brown. Yeah.
Make sure there's brown on it, but not too much. Just make sure when you check it, just go, all right, off. But here's what you do after they're toasted. Onto the sides. Once the burgers are done, okay, now it's time to prepare. Yes. Mayonnaise. You want a good mayonnaise. I generally go with Miracle Whip because it has flavor. You just go. Here's what I do with mine: top and bottom. See, nice, good start of Miracle Whip on the bottom and on the top. Burger on the bottom first. Real cheese, not that fake plastic cheese that those morons are trying to sell you in the store. Real cheese.
Sure. Yeah.
And make sure if you want, and if you can break it up your own different ways. You can do it with pickle, tomato, bacon, even you can even throw a sunny side up egg onto that.
I love that. Yeah, if you go brioche bun, burger, egg either over easy to let the yolk run, or I would take it sunny side up, and then crispy bacon and an X on top, and then bun. Boom, right there.
Okay, there you just basically made breakfast right there.
Breakfast on a burger. Pow. Pow.
That'll wake you up in the words of the one guy from Braveheart. That'll wake you up in the morning.
Yeah.
You remember that one part where I think it was Amish's pop. He was like, because he was so drunk after drinking almost a whole bottle of whiskey, and they took the thing to him, the hot thing, and just went. The guy his dad knocked one of the guys on his ass. He's like, "Oh, I'll wake up in the morning." But that was a great. I'll still say that Braveheart is a great movie. But
salute to William Wallace,
the great William Wallace. Aye,
yes.
And we are 1 month away from the World Cup. We're a month away. But after this World Cup, that grass is gonna have to be out. It's time to say goodbye. Back to reality. Yep. And here's what they should do for the Giant Jet game. You know what they should do? One time. The red circle, the original red circle that used to say Meadowlands, Jersey. Do you remember seeing that?
No.
I do. It was the red circle, the 50-yard line, Meadowlands at the top, New Jersey.
Now I remember. Right.
They should do that for one game, at least one.
That'd be nostalgic.
Why not? And then here's the thing: if they're doing a Giant Jet match with the Giants end zone at the left side, let the Jets have the other.
Yeah.
Common sense, people. It's common sense.
It feels common sense.
Ding ding. Everybody's there. Now you smell what I'm cooking. It's called I'm Cooking Up Some Facts. And Rudy is a great football movie.
Thank you.
Second will always be Remember the Titans.
I love Remember the Titans.
Great movie. You can't take nothing away from the great Denzel Washington.
Yeah. No mercy.
Denzel Washington, great guy. Can't take nothing away from him. You know, he's got great points, and he knows what the hell he's talking about. I still do say The Replacements is third, because I got to give Keanu Reeves the hell of a lot of credit for doing what he did in that movie. Just lighting it up like crazy. Like,
what about Hardball? Hardball with Keanu Reeves.
That actually was funny. I did like G Baby, especially telling the umpire, like, man, he told the umpire this. He's like, man, shut your bitch ass up, you weak ass motherfucking buster.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? I'm like, a little guy talking to an umpire. Went, that kid had one word: a set of balls.
Yeah. What was the baseball team's name? What were they? I can't remember.
They were the Cucumbers.
Cucumbers, that was it. Yeah.
That was I'm like, and the thing is, the movie was filmed down by State Street. I wouldn't want to go down there. I wouldn't go around that area nowadays. Gotta be careful around there nowadays. Ain't fun. See things change. And I remember what Max Goldman once said from Grumpy Old Man: things don't change for the better.
No, I mean, even back then it was bad, right? Spoiler alert, people, if you haven't seen the movie, but G Baby gets shot.
Yeah, it was a good movie, but G Baby getting shot, I haven't said that. That sucks, but that's how the movie is made to be, man. Yo,
yeah.
Also, Major League is not that bad of a movie, but I still say the first two were way better. The third one was kind of,
Yeah, that's fair.
Scott Bakula, I'm not gonna take nothing away from his work for doing what he did with Quantum Leap, but the movie was kind of.
What about are you a Blades of Glory guy with Will Ferrell?
I've
seen
the movie, but I noticed there was one guy from Boy Meets World in there. The guy that goes, yeah. That's I can't think of the goddamn guy's name. Will Freddy.
Yes.
Yeah. That was funny. I gotta give it credit. You know, it's not that bad, but I do have to admit there are some great movies out there that are still classic to this day.
Yeah. Chaz Michaels and Jimmy McElroy. That was the two skaters. Chaz Michaels and Jimmy McElroy. That's a good one. Yeah.
Anybody remember The Cutting Edge? D.B. Sweeney and Mark Kelly.
No.
That was a good one.
Okay,
Where
I gotta watch
the pro hockey player boy, was he a killer. He has to work with this high-class snob. And I'm talking, the
high-class snob.
The fancy kind. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, you know how that works. You know how.
Yeah, I've seen those people.
Because if you go to Connecticut and you go to Greenwich, you're going to see a lot of,
I'm so fancy and sophisticated.
Yeah,
I hate when they do that. Yeah.
Like, right here. Like you guys wish you had our lives. Unfortunately, you're too not hard enough. Weak.
Yeah.
Weak.
Chicken.
Yeah, just chicken. Like the way Biff would say. What's that? Chicken.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things I'm still. We got a long way to go. We're gonna have a great year, and Lou B's right. If the Knicks win the world title, this will be the first time in somewhat we call since 73 to 23. That's 50. It's been 53 years since the Knicks won a world title.
It's a long time.
Over 53.
Yeah.
Someone once said, history can change. Things can change in a heartbeat. See, anything can happen.
Who said that?
Anything could happen. Anything.
Sure.
And if it does happen, prepare. New York papers will be hitting it big and bad. Front page.
Front page.
It'll say in big letters, after 53 years of struggle, rage, going through players, crushing defeats, and getting kicked in the nuts, we finally got a world title.
It's quite a front page headline. That's wow.
From Frazier to Jalen Brunson, world champion.
Beautiful. Yeah.
History does say a lot of good things, but things can change within a heartbeat. And who you going for the World Cup? Because I already got my very, very choosy picks. Because England's got an easy division.
England.
Well, they're going to knock out. The first team they're going to knock out is going to be if you look at their guys now, they got great players. They have them all from the English Premier League, and England is going to win their division hands down. Same with Germany. Look at Germany. Look who they got. Germany's known for tall sons of bitches from 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". And you're talking tall sons of bitches. Half of them, they're even taller than us. Look at them. They're like giants. They just go. Half of them look like the size of one man. Do you remember the great Andre the Giant?
I do. Yeah. WrestleMania 3, Hulk Hogan with the slam that heard around the world.
Andre the Giant, size 22 shoe. The guy could throw a chop like you wouldn't believe, and you could hear Gorilla Monsoon going, "Wow, what a chop by Andre!"
Yeah.
And except for the teeth, Andre he couldn't help control his teeth.
Yeah, of course. That makes sense.
He couldn't help that. And plus, he's the only guy that drank 100 glasses of wine, had so many women on top of his shoulders, and he's the only guy to tell the family's three words, "You fired. You fired.
I miss Andre.
Get out of here. We don't want you here." But he was also known for a lot of great things. We worked with a lot of great people.
Yeah.
Sure, he wasn't friends with certain people, but Andre was Andre. He couldn't help himself. He was the only guy to ever do what he had to do, and also become a great actor in the movie The Princess Bride as a Fezzik.
Great. Yeah.
You remember Fezzik, right?
Yeah.
Fezzik, Chuck his memory. Doink.
Yeah.
And remember the guy went.
Yeah. And fell over. Yeah.
He went down after a big hit in the brain. I'm like, But I'll tell you what, man, we got a long season to go. We got some surprises coming your way, but I don't want to take up too much of your time because I don't want to feel like the asshole here because that's not for me. But you have a good weekend, and hey, if I were you, what do you got? Do you got burger meat? Or do you got any steaks that you got lined up?
Not yet. I guess I could go to the store today and grab some.
Well, you better prepare. It's called AIA. That stands for Be Ahead in Advance.
Wait, what's that acronym again?
Ahead in advance.
AIA. Okay. I'll be ahead in advance, Beast. Thank you.
But hey, you have a good weekend. And did your dad serve in any of the wars?
He was in the United States Navy for 20 years.
Good. Give him a shout out for a good Memorial Day. And
Yes,
hey,
sir.
be good. Hey, be good to yourselves and have a great Memorial Day weekend. And remember, ho! Hacksaw Jim Duggan says to all you Americans, ho!
Wow. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. There you go. Beautiful reference there. Wow. That was lovely. And yes, there it is from Craig saying, good morning. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to those who served and thank you to those who are serving now. God bless you and thank you for all your service out there in the universe. Yes. Make sure that when you guys are grilling this weekend and burgers and hot dogs and all that wonderful jazz, you remember all those that were lost for our freedom. Let's please remember that one there in the audience. All right. Easy time, baby.
About time.
Yeah, I know. There's it's sort of been a wild cast of current characters, that's for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Jake Asman crossover.
Yeah, there you go.
So, where do I begin?
The world is your oyster, my friend.
Well, I tried calling a couple of times, but I was driving, so it was hard, and I'd have to. When I'd hit a rough patch in the road, I just decided to turn it off because I didn't want to have a third of a conversation.
Right.
So anyway,
yes.
You were talking about Brees and you ranked him maybe 13th best in the league.
I think he's borderline top 10. Yeah, I think he's borderline top 10. I think you could make an argument for 10,
well,
11,
I agree
12,
with you.
somewhere.
I agree with you 100%. But I will also give Brees the benefit of the doubt because except for 1 year with Aaron Rodgers,
right,
past his prime,
yeah,
there has never been a passing threat when he played, ever.
That's accurate.
Never. It was always
2024.
9 men in the box.
Yep.
And maybe it's not so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's not so much that first hit he goes down. Maybe he just saw a wall of people coming at him, and he didn't want to get his knees torn to shreds.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what he was looking at out there. You played running back in high school.
Yes, I did.
So when you saw a wall of monsters coming at you, did you try to push through it, or did you just go, oh, shit?
Well, if there was immediate penetration in the backfield, I just lower my helmet and say, "Well, I'm just going to run into face first into this train, and we'll see what happens."
That's right. It's just I think that's what Brees was doing. I was thinking back to my high school days when I played running back.
Yeah.
And I was by no means a starter. But it'd be like during practice, wait till he gets to the puddle and then tackle him and shit like that,
Oh, yeah.
But actually, the starting running back threatened to quit the team if he ever continued that shit.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah. He said, if you don't give this guy a fair chance, I'm quitting.
Mm-hmm.
So hats off to my buddy Tommy. Rest in peace,
Of course.
He died young. He died in a car accident when he was 22.
Oh, that's terrible.
What could have been. Yeah, he was a great guy. And he wasn't like a close friend, but I considered him a friend because he stood up for me. And that's all I need to know to have someone be a friend.
Yes, of course. Yeah, someone who's got your back.
Right. Anyway, so that's my thing with Brees. So I think Geno's a real quarterback. He's thrown for over 3,500 yards multiple times. If we can get 3,500 yards out of Geno with 20 touchdowns and maybe 7-8 interceptions, that hopefully less, but on that. But
no, I understand. Yeah.
But if we can get a realistic quarterback year, like top half of the league year in quarterback, and he shows competence, and our offensive line is better, and all this stuff. Brees should get 1,200 yards rushing, and he should probably get close to 2,000 all-purpose.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right.
Between 15 and 17 all-purpose yards.
For
what
sure.
do you think of that? You think that's
yeah,
fair?
To be honest, I think he can flirt with 2K because think about it. If he's hovering at the
talking all-purpose.
1,200, right, exactly. If we're hovering at 1,300 rushing yards, and then you think about the receiving yards uptick, he gets 500 receiving yards. He could definitely be in the 1,800 range. That's definitely realistic.
I think my favorite pick in the entire draft was Kenyon Sadiq. I just think that this guy is just a monster wide receiver. That's what I think of him as. I don't think of him as a tight end. I think of him as a monster wide receiver that can block like a son of a bitch. That's what I think of him as.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be everything in the blocking game that Aaron Rodgers' buddy used to be, but without the dropsies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know who I'm thinking of. The guy we just got rid of.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know who you're talking about, but my brain is failing right now.
Lazard.
Yes, Alan Lazard. Yes.
I think he's gonna take up what Alan Lazard should have been, only with sub 4.4 speed.
Which is even better. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he's faster. They say he's got really good hands.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to be a big difference maker, especially for Gino. Gino likes those kind of receivers.
Yeah, seems that way anyway. And someone else said Josh Reynolds. Shout out to Raving Wizard. He said Lazard, but Josh Reynolds too. Yeah, I agree. Josh Reynolds. Yeah.
Look, we haven't had a good tight end since Dustin Keller.
That's accurate. 2008. Mm-hmm.
Dustin Keller was decent. And we haven't had like really clutch receiving guys since Jericho Cotchery. I'm talking clutch guys you can count on. I mean, if this kid we got from Indiana is anything decent, and Garrett is Garrett. He's just
right.
He gets 1,000 yards with nobody.
Yeah,
he got 1,000 yards with fucking Wilson throwing at him.
Zach Wilson, Tim Boyle. Yeah, he's
Tim
done it all.
Boyle, he couldn't even boil a potato, that guy. Oh my God. How do you even have a third stringer on your team that never threw a touchdown pass in college?
Yeah, that's hard to believe.
I mean, that was just like, how does he even make a squad?
I don't know.
How does he even make a practice team? I mean, I'm not bashing him as a human being. I'm not bashing him as a human being. But that would be like putting me on the practice squad as running back. I got no business being there.
Yeah.
No business at all. That guy had no business being in the premier professional football league in the world. I could see maybe CFL, maybe UFL, maybe some European league. But a roster in the National Football League? Yikes. What in the absolute fuck were they thinking?
And he started a few games. No, right.
And this is nothing against Tim Boyle as a human being. Understand this. I am not making a personal attack on Tim Boyle.
Just as
this
professional.
Is the fact that he does not possess close to the skill level of being on an NFL roster.
Yeah.
Period. End of sentence. That's it. And but I think Frank Reich is going to make a tremendous difference on this team this year as far as running the offense. And it's not just him. Hey, who is our offensive line coach?
Steve Hyden.
And how is he rated in the league?
Well, after last year, he gets a lot of props for what he was able to do with this Jets unit, keeping them all together, being the only NFL team to do that last year.
But what I'm saying was when he came, I mean, obviously he replaced a guy who was A, not well liked, and B, not very skilled at his job. The Keith Carter.
Yes, that's correct.
But I'm talking as far as offensive line coaches per se. Is he considered an upper echelon?
No. When he had only, before coming to the Jets, he had only worked as an assistant offensive line coach once. He had never been an offensive line coach before on his own. So the Jets were his first whack at that piñata. And by all accounts, he did very well.
And the players like him.
Yeah, it seems that way very much so, and that they Aaron Glenn fought to make sure he was retained when they made all these changes.
Then that's good, because a lot of the times, these young men who are on the roster, they know their careers are short. So if you have to be mated to people that you like, and people you want to run through a wall for. That's why coaches are coaches. If you got to be the type of a coach where the players will literally run through a brick wall for you. They will give you everything they have. And Keith Carter got nothing out of those guys. As a matter of fact, they hated him on multiple teams. So it was really a bad mistake for him to ever be on our roster as a on our coaching staff, period. And this is not a personal attack on Keith Carter. This is what has been reported. I'm just spewing it back out there.
No, right.
So to me, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to be taking the reins of this defense. He's got the DC who's actually going to be, doing the day-to-days during practice and everything and all that. He's been with Aaron Glenn for a while now. They're on the same page. There's not going to be confusion between should I read and react or should I attack. There's not going to be any of that this year. It's going to be continuity. It's going to be a much smoother transition. A lot of the players were saying partially they didn't know where they were supposed to be on the field last year with Steve Wilkes. They didn't know what he wanted them to do because he was wishy-washy. He was like all over the place.
Very wishy-washy.
So I think this is really going to help this team, because I've mentioned before, the talent level in the NFL is very, very small difference.
Sure.
You're talking the 2,000 best players in the world at playing professional football. So the talent's there. All these guys have talent. It's trust and guidance. They have to trust the guy to tell them where to be. And there has to be that guidance, the confidence that not only do they trust the guy, but they trust in his abilities, but trust that he knows what the fuck he's doing. And that he's got their back, and he's going to put them in a position to succeed. That's why I think Will McDonald is going to have a breakout season.
I hope so.
And a lot of people don't talk about Will McDonald, but remember what he's been dealing with. We have to remember what all these guys have been dealing with the past few years. Now, Robert Saleh was a good defensive-minded coach. But another caller earlier today was saying, but he was rigid, and he had his program, his scheme, and he didn't deviate. Even when, like not having Sauce follow the best receiver around the field and leaving the best receiver on the other team open against one of our ham and egger defensive backs. And the guy would, anytime he wasn't covered by Sauce, he'd go for 25 yards. I mean, it was just, you have to gear your play calling to what the fuck you see is happening. And he never did that. So we got to see what's going to happen this year. It's a new blank sheet of paper. Hoping for the best. And, I just have a feeling that it's going to be a lot better. I give us a floor of 7 wins. I think we can be anywhere from 7 to 10, maybe 11 wins if a couple of one-score games go our way. I think that'll be good. Now my question, before I get off and let somebody else on.
Yeah.
Do you have the information on the game package?
So these are the details that I have. So, you're going to love this. So
no end zone seats.
We're in the hundreds. There are there's, I guess, a lot of choices. We have one of the choices is, I wish I had like a diagram to show you, but it's like where the players run out, that corner pocket. I don't know where whatever the yardage line is on that, but that's the most expensive ones that I'm looking at, but they're close to the field and it's right by the tunnel. And then you're on like when a Jets player scores a touchdown, they can run over to you. That's one of the areas that are, again, it's up to the Jets to pick which one of the.
Well, I was in 103 when I went to the Halloween game.
Yeah,
that the refs
where Michael Carter was running to you. Yeah,
he was running right at me.
Yeah,
I was in section 103.
Yeah.
with all these Patriot players behind me. And when Michael Carter caught that interception and he started running towards it, all these guys were crying behind me, and I was laughing my ass off. And then all of a sudden, phantom flag here, phantom flag there.
Yeah. So I believe some of the choices are end zone, but some of them are whatever that corner is. So whatever that corner end zone is, diagonal. So like it's not straight on 50-50, it's diagonal towards the field, whatever that one is. So there's a couple of those choices.
Well, like I said, I was about halfway up in 103. It was nice. It was, I mean, end zone seats. I prefer 30-40 yard line, but who's gonna? I don't think many people want to spend $450 to come up to see a game.
Yeah, that's what I was looking, because eventually, hopefully we could keep improving wherever we sit or wherever we are, or if we find the perfect spot, that'd be good too. Yeah, I looked at 30-40, and I think they were between 400 and 600 a pop. So
wow.
A little rich.
Is there any way to get the field passes for after the game?
Great question. Once we lock, it's going to depend on how many people. I think right now we have something like, and we'll see if people are officially committed once they know price, but it'll be, I think we have 84, 85, 86, something like that of people that are all sitting together. So hopefully we get that perk of whatever that is, before the game, after the game, something. Hopefully we do get that. I have to wait for the final number of how many people we have coming, but and it won't be more expensive than last year. So last year was $300 for everything. So no matter what, it won't be more expensive, and there's a chance it's cheaper. So I'm working on that behind the scenes, and hopefully we'll have that answer in 2 weeks.
Because I would pay up to about $330, $335 to get good seats with on-field access after the game, because I know Richie from Jets Media, he's been doing this a couple of years, so he gets on-field access. I think Jake gets on-field access after the game.
Yeah, he might. I don't know about Jake. I know Richie does, because I see his pictures and videos after that he posts on his social media. So so we'll see if we can do that. That'd be awesome for you guys.
Yeah, because that'd be fun. And you're saying the Cloverleaf Tavern is having the party upstairs again?
Yeah, so night before. So that Jets-Browns game is the 11th, so we'll do the tailgate, all that normal Jazz game, all that stuff. The night before, on October 10th, I have already rented out the private room upstairs at the Cloverleaf Tavern. You enter the restaurant, I think it's 2 lefts upstairs, and then we should have, last year we had 40-plus people at that, so we will be there the night before for food, drinks, and all that jazz, and talking and everything else people want to do. Yep.
Have you contacted any of the hotels to see if you could get a group rate at the hotels for the people coming from out of town? Especially, even you're out of town.
I am out of town.
You're out of town too.
Maybe this is
you're more than 300 miles away.
Oh, I'm very far. I'm 5 or 6 hours away. When I reached out to a hotel and gauging that possibility, the person on the other end sort of laughed and said, "Yeah, these are basically these are going to sell whether with all due respect, these are going to sell whether we talk to you or not. So no." And then they hung up, and I went, So that first phone call did not go well. So I'll keep you guys posted.
You may have to call the corporate offices.
Right.
I'm surprised someone at the Jets, the people you call to get the group tickets. I'm surprised the Jets organization themselves haven't tried to work out a deal, because if they can work out a deal with the hotels and make it more affordable, there would be more people coming from out of town if they had a link with JetBlue and this and that to put together packages for people coming from out of town.
Yeah. That would be convenient to get everybody all together. So hopefully something like that happens. Like I said, my first call with the hotel did not go well.
Right.
So we'll see if
you're kidding, it's a weekend. That's premium rates.
Right. Yeah. Right. That's basically what they said. They were like, "What are you talking about? Like you're doing us a solid by bringing all these people here. People are coming whether you come or not, bub." Beep. And I went, "Oh, ready?" So yeah, but I'll work on that. Yeah.
Well, I will tell people in North Carolina the most inexpensive way. And it's going to suck, but the most inexpensive way to get to New York City is they have a bus that'll take you on an express. It sucks because it's a miserable bus ride, but it'll take you for $65 and drop you off at the main bus terminal in Manhattan.
Oh, that's awesome. Nice.
$65 one way.
Great deal. Cool.
Years ago, it was $20, but you never knew whether you were going to arrive. You get flat tire, the heat didn't work.
Yeah,
there were fights.
Oh, geez.
One time we were driving up on the bus and there was no heat in the bus and it was like 20 degrees outside and everyone was freezing. Everyone was complaining. And then one of the guys went up to the bus driver and they were complaining to him, "Hey man, there's no heat. There's no heat." And then he realized that the driver had heat. There was heat blowing up on the driver's seat. So he took a cup of ice water and he threw it at the bus driver. It was a nightmare. And then people went after him. The guy was wearing a black jacket with a do-rag, and then he pulled over at the next stop, and the sheriffs came in and inspected. So he switched jackets with a girl, and he took the do-rag off. And,
Smart.
And then which guy was it? And nobody would rat the guy out because we were all pissed off too.
Yeah. Respect among thieves. Yeah, I like that. I respect that.
That's so
Honor among
funny.
thieves. Yeah.
Oh my God, it was 'cause some crazy shit went down. But anyway, I'm looking forward to coming up this year, and hopefully I'll be able to do the whole Monty and go to the restaurant and everything.
It'd be cool.
Baked ziti. One guy mentioned he doesn't eat beef. Baked ziti has beef in it.
Does it? Oh, ooh.
Unless he's doing just a cheese ziti.
Let me read what the menu says on here. I've got the picture right here. Let's see. It has baked ziti, melted mozzarella, shaved Parmesan Romano, fresh basil. I don't see anything about meat in there, but maybe there is.
All right, so he's not doing it. All right, so that's good. He's doing a cheese ziti. Good.
And here's the good news about the ziti is that if you go to the restaurant takeover, as Chef said, that's the best it could possibly be. It's fresh, it's kitchen hot, boom, to your table. Like at the tailgate, you get it as best as you could possibly get it being there on a tailgate location instead of it having fresh out of the kitchen. So you
got the chafing dishes with the sterno cans, so that it keeps it warm, but it doesn't keep it hot.
Exactly. Yeah. So the restaurant takeover will give you your best version of it. Yes.
Well, I'm sure it'll be delicious. And Chef Kev, I'm sure, does a great job. I haven't tasted his food, but you guys have. You already know he's a bomb.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to it. So, I mean, don't be afraid to get a little bit better. I mean, how about this? Do a poll and see if we can get better tickets for $350 to see what people want to do. Do they want to stay at the $300 level, or would they step up an extra $50 for that? I mean, if people are already going to the game and they're already doing this and they're already doing that, we're going to be full. We might just get one little quick snack once we're inside the stadium because we're going to be eating like a bunch of gavoons.
Sure. Yeah.
But and just see what it is. And I know people are saying, "Oh, Ed's planning on making plans, and he ain't going to show again." Now, I'll show this year.
Okay, we can't wait to see it, Easy. Yeah, all right, barring death. All right, let's hope that doesn't happen. Easy, we love having you on planet Earth. So, Easy, you're the man. Appreciate you. There he is, Easy. So we'll see if we can do even better tickets. I'll reach out to the Jets and see. We'll do a poll and see if you guys want better seats. We'll work on that. I want to be a man of the people. That's what I want to do. I want to be a man of the people. So anything I can do to help you guys out and make it a better experience for you is exactly what I want to do. Well, what a show, folks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Appreciate that. We have 300 people in the room, including, let me double check this, 100 of the 300 here on YouTube. Make sure you guys on the way out like the video. That is free to do. Hit subscribe. We're only a few subscribers away from 8,660, which is cool. Every day we seem to be climbing another milestone, which is amazing. A few last second plugs is this shout out. I'm going to be a traveling man this off season. July 11th, baby. Saturday, July 11th, HQ2 Beach Club. That is at the Gangrene Beach Club is the event. GangreneBeachClub.com for more details. Ocean Casino Resort. I will be there with my family, but at the party, it'll be just me, but a bunch of media members, Jets content creators. It's going to be an awesome time. I'll also be giving tickets away to this when we get a little bit closer. So check out perhaps our June giveaway may include some of that wonderful action. We'll keep you guys posted on that in the audience. So ganggreenbeachclub.com for more details and to purchase your tickets are $25 a pop, or perhaps you'll get a chance to win them for free from Boy Green. More on that coming up here shortly. And then the final plug is this. If you go down to the YouTube description down below, we're going to the Jets-Browns game, baby. Boy Green, Woody Tailgate Extravaganza. Chef Kevin Gilbert will be catering the wonderful food for the event. Lou B will have him and his DJ and everything else. Will be a wonderful party. So that'll be amazing for sure. Can't wait. And if you guys want to attend that event, tailgate tickets are limited. Tickets, if that's a word combination to use. I've heard no limits on that yet. So we have, I think, like 85 people that are committed to going and all sitting together, which is amazing. So far, I haven't heard any limits on that. So that part, keep joining. Maybe you'll get a chance to join throughout the entire summer, which is great. But for the tailgate tickets, there is 100 people limit. That is the access to Chef Kev Gilbert's wonderful food he'll be making for the event. Once we sell out of those tickets, we will be donezo. So feel free if you guys want to attend the tailgate with us. Make sure you fill out the Excel sheet, the YouTube description down below. And just so you guys know, so everyone that either has filled it out or has not filled it out, the key information we need, your first and last name, whether you want to sit with us at the game, if so, how many tickets? Do you want to eat with us at the tailgate? If so, how many tailgate tickets? And then an email to reach out to. So I see Melanie and a few other people. Make sure you guys put your email in there. It's again, follow the people above you outside of a recent cluster. Look at the majority of the list. You'll see most people list their email. That's how I'm going to reach out to you, and I'm going to go in order down the sheet. If I have no way to reach out to you, unfortunately, I'll have to skip you on the list. So please put your email down on that sheet. And if you have any issues, Paul A. Esden Jr. at gmail.com. Paul, the letter, ESDENJR, gmail.com. If you have any issues, say, hey, Paul, can you put me down for this? Can you put me down for this? Please make sure you guys take full advantage of that out there in the audience. I don't want anyone missing out on the tailgate that wanted to go if they can. So awesome, everybody. So again, the locked in part is Jets Browns. That's the game. It's locked in. We will have better seats guaranteed. We'll be in the hundreds instead of the 200. So great news there. And it won't be more expensive than it was last year at a minimum. It could be the same price potentially, depending on exactly what gets approved by the Jets, but it won't be more expensive. I can guarantee that. And which is great news. And hopefully it's cheaper. So I'll let you guys know which seats they give us full access to will be marvelous. So everybody, I want to thank you so much. Appreciate it. And we'll see you next time here on the channel. Take care. Tomorrow morning, again, another big shout out. Happy birthday, Hop on Pop, baby. Hop on Pop's birthday. Let me also give a shout out to everyone that gifted today. Jared B gifting a membership, Austrian gifting 5, NC Green gifting 1, NC Green Super Chat, DNY for Life a member for 22 months, Harvey Bouchard Jr. $5 Super Chat, Devin Chafin 11 months shout out, Tennessee Jet Super Chat, Spin Max Dave Super Chat, NC Green member shout out. And Mac, Mahar Khalil, you guys are amazing. Thanks, everybody. And we'll see you next time. Take care.